Wow! Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I'm your host, Julius and tonight we are continuing Tsukihime, a piece of blue glass moon. Wow! But yes, we're finally back to Tsukihime. Okay. Let's get started. Oh, where did we end off last? Oh yeah, we were going on a date. Okay. How'd I do the thing again? That's a lot of good in. There they are. They're beautiful. Look at them. They're so happy. I guess I'll start by leading her towards the station at the heart of Soya. Aw. Arcueid is bounding ahead down the hill. Why you keep doing Vrov Julius? He's got the hands, the fire, like Vrov. She's like an excited kid, running an errand for the first time. Don't know. Oh, I get it. She must have drawn a line from daytime shiki, school uniform. Wait, what? Oh, I get it. She must have drawn a line from daytime shiki school uniform in that brain of hers. Also, our uniform is ultramarine, not black. I wish she'd stop casting shade on people's character every chance she gets. That's true. You can't do that on a school day.
じゃない。今日は特別な今までとは違う街の探索なんだろう。だからこっちもちょい上品な私服に着替えてきたんだよ。
Well, by refined, I mean I'm wearing leather shoes instead of sneakers, but it's better than nothing.
なるほど。特別だものね。
Something must have occurred to her as she stops dead in her tracks.
シキ、そこでストップして、周り右して目をつむって。
Turn around.
そうね。10秒。3秒でいいから。
Okay.
回れ右って後ろを向けってこと？
Her request was so casual that I found myself obeying without really thinking about it. I turn around and close my eyes. Standing like this, my brain has a chance to catch up, and I ask myself, what the hell am I even doing?
見てなさい。私も負けないから。
What? Outdone? Outdone at what? What was that? I think I just felt a strange breeze coming from behind me.
おい、これに何の意味？
Oh, so cute! I stop mid-sentence. No, it's more like the thought itself was cut short. Wow!
昼間なら戦うこともないし、これくらい着込んでいても邪魔にならないかなって。
That's pretty. Oh, dun. Date fashion. Oh no. Who is this person? Who is this person? Who is this person? What's with that casual wear? That fur? That ribbon? How did she spontaneously change like that? Come to think of it, where does she even get her clothes from? Even though nothing about her outfit is overly extravagant, this spectacular metamorphosis suits her so well that none of those questions even matter. Madam, your thighs look cold. Wow! That's true. They are very exposed. Yes, you do. There was no need to ask that. You. Oh. Wait a second. Cute? This isn't simply a matter of cuteness. What I've just witnessed defies comprehension. It's beyond all reason. Are you trying to tell me that vampires come fully equipped with date outfits built in? I know I don't, so no. Knowing you has meant a constant stream of surprises, but you still had further to go. Ah, what are you? A gravure idol? An adorable anthropomorphic rabbit? To be honest, I really just want to take a picture right now. That doesn't look like a rabbit! Shiki, what is wrong with you? You're a creature who only knows how to play dirty. Oh! Okay, maybe it is a creature. You don't dance, mate. No! Oomph.
特別な日なんだからこれくらいの方がいいのよね、シキ。
いいか悪いかってお前。
Of course it's bad. I cannot allow her to violate my heart like that. I want to reject this evil on behalf of all of humanity. What, Shiki, what the fuck? But is there a single human being on Earth that could reject the Arcueid in front of me? I grit my teeth and control my urge to surrender. I gather up every bit of pride inside my body and then... What is it? This is true!
まあ、それくらいなら問題はない。
Wow! Imagine a girl asking you how her clothes look and you say, "Well, I see no issues with your appearance. It is quite beautiful." Wow. I reply to Arcueid while maintaining my dignity as a human being. Oh, that's pretty cute. I may have been dealt some damage by this sudden turn of events, but I still have the home field advantage. It's okay. There's no reason to panic. I just need to pull myself together and take Arcueid by the reins, the same as I always have.
よし。アルクエイド、行きたいところとかあるのか？
わからないからシキに任せるわ。どこか適当なところに連れて行って。
Okay. She responds with a carefree but highly challenging request, on the level of responding, anything's fine, when asked what you want for dinner. I have no idea what kind of place she would enjoy, but I need to think of something before we arrive at the station. Luckily, the contents of my wallet have left me with some financial freedom. The best place to take her has to be... Oh. Ah yes, the gloomy back alley. The park. I think we go to the park enough. Movie theater would be pretty good. Yeah, let's go to the movie theater. I'm ready. Shit, what's happening? There we go. Movie theater. It's not like we're going out on a date, but the movie is standard fare. There's... I mean, look, it's not like you're going out on a date. You are going out... What? Shiki, okay. There should be no risk of her getting bored so long as the movie is interesting enough. And once we've seen it, we can use it as a jumping-off point to get to know each other's performance. No, wait. Each other's preferences and interests a little better. Yeah, that's not a bad idea at all. At times like this, nothing beats the movie theater. But just to reiterate, this is by no means a date. I think it is. Wow, look at that! Look at that old Apple iTunes posters. Beautiful.
ここはいつも賑やかね。何があるのかはよく知らないけど、娯楽施設が集中してるってことでしょ？
I walked through the day-lit city with Arcueid by my side. As we went along, other passers-by were, or rather still are, stealing furtive glances at the two of us. Needless to say, it's because Arcueid is a sort of beautiful woman you don't come across every day. With all the extra eyes on me, I've gotten so self-conscious that I'm unable to respond to the questions he's been hurling at me.
ねえ、聞いているの、シキ。
Yes.
どこに行くのかって聞いてるんだけど、私。
Oh, movie.
聞いてる。というか、もう着いた。ほら、あれが目的の映画館だ。
映画か。
Mm.
映画を見ようってことなんだ。
Mm-hmm. Maybe it was a bit too plain after all. The princess is clearly not feeling it. However, we've already come all the way here, so there's no backing out now. Really? What do you mean? She doesn't like movie? Oh, okay. I love movie. I'm a vampire. Wow. Besides, how am I supposed to know what kind of place would make a vampire girl happy? When one has come this far, there's no other option but to rush headlong past the complaints and the grumblings.
いいから入るぞ。不満があるならここで別行動すればいい。
Damn!
まあ不満はないけど。
With a heavy sigh, Arcueid trudges after me. Seeing her shoulders fall dejectedly like she's complaining about how useless I am makes my back ache. Wow, what movie? Nothing Hill? Let's watch that one.
今やってるのは恋愛ものと恋愛ものと恋愛ものだな。
What kind of overly saturating movie theater is this?
ふざけてるな。俺も
私はどれでもいいわ。なんかどれも同じみたいだもの。退屈でも我慢する。これも乗りかかった船でしょ。
You're right, Arcueid. They all do look the same because they're all romances. I think I've heard that phrase somewhere before. This is all on me for not checking the showings online beforehand.
面目ない。できるだけ面白そうなの選んでくる。
I joined the small queue and purchased tickets for two. Arcueid is a vampire, but she's also a foreigner, so maybe she'd prefer a Western film to a Japanese one. I'll go with the one made in France. French film? Baguette. The screening starts in 10 minutes. Dang, Shiki.
お待たせ。上演時間まで10分空いてるから、そこの喫茶店にでも入ろう。日差しの下にいるの辛いだろ？
もう昼間だから辛いとか眠いとかそういうの関係ないって言ってるでしょ。10分ならここで問題ないわ。次に吸血鬼だろみたいなこと言ったら怒るからね。
Oh, I'm sorry. Her anger rose at mock speed. But she's right. I may have overstepped my bounds. Arcueid is many times stronger than I am, so being overly protective of her would just make her more annoyed than anything.
了解。じゃあ、ここで時間を潰そう。
I lean against the wall of the department store. Arcueid watches the passing crowds, her ill temper written on her face. I steal a glance at her profile. I would never have taken her to the movie theater if I knew she was going to be like this. I should have taken her to the park, or perhaps even spent more money to go to an amusement park. If I had done that, maybe she wouldn't look so bored and gloomy. If an amusement park was an option, I would have chosen that, Shiki. What? God dang it. This date's going terribly.
私退屈。何かやって。
Oh shit. That was fast. So she's already at the point of I'm bored. Show me a magic trick.
だからどこのお姫様だよお前は。何かって。例えば何？
Oh yeah, let me know if the volume's okay. If it needs balancing or anything like that.
しりとり。
Ooh. Okay, I'll play Shiritori.
は？
I raise my eyebrows. Why that all of a sudden? I look behind her. Standing a little ways away by the wall is another couple, engrossed in a game of Shiritori. Aishiteru wa mondo doko made mo Montesquieu. I doubt I'm the only person that would be dizzy after hearing a string of words like that. This is why couples who don't pay attention to the people around them are so...
やめよう。しりとりはよく。
What?
なんで？映画待ちのカップルはしりとりをするものだってあの人たち言ってたけど、
そんなのはただのザレ言だ。気にするな。だいたいしりとりで時間潰しなんて
し
休時だのほどがある。
Please, しりとり。
携帯でネットニュースで。
Bruh, this dude.
そうなの？でも楽しそうだよ、あの二人。
あの手の二人組は何やっても楽しそうなの。そもそもしりとりは苦手なんだ。やってると悲しくなる。それだけは何があっても却下だからな。
四季、しりとりに弱いんだ。語彙少ない。
No!
弱いんじゃなくて苦手なんだよ。っていうかつまんないだろ、言葉をつなげても。
Play sticks then with your hands, you know?
そろそろ入ろう。これチケットな。中に入るときに見せればいい。剣の半分を取られるけど、それが決まりなんだから怒ったりしちゃダメだぞ。
それぐらい知ってるわ。四季は私のこと何にも知らない女だって思ってるのね。
Shiki, you're not doing a very good job.
ああ、いや、なんとなく。あんまり人間社会のことを知らないのかなって。
Dang.
知識だけならきちんと蓄えているって言わなかったかしら。私、映画館のことぐらい知ってるわ。
Arcueid spins on her heel and heads into the theater. This really wasn't the right choice. Even though I brought the princess all the way to the movie theater, it seems she doesn't find it interesting after all. It's okay, maybe she likes the movie. Maybe? Maybe. We leave the theater. The movie that we watched was a romance, so it wasn't exactly boring, but it wasn't particularly interesting either. It was a typical French movie, so it focused on maintaining a quiet atmosphere without any standout action scenes. Arcueid walks beside me in silence. This silence is awkward. Perhaps she also would have been happier if it had been an action or a horror movie.
あのさ、ハルクエイド。今日のはたまたま向いてな。
すっごく面白かったね、四季。
Yes! She loved it! Wait, it was actually a smash hit? Oh.
いや、でも。
Nice. Fun and boring are subjective, but was that really that fun?
参ったな。聞くのと見るのとじゃ大違いなんだもん。そりゃ知識としては知っていたけど、そんなのさまつな空想でしかなかったみたい。暗がりっていうのがいいのかな。大きい音なのにうるさくなかったし、四季が隣にいるのも楽しかったし。
Yeah, movies are fun!
でも、何より内容が良かったよね。よくもまあ、架空の話をあそこまで作り上げられるものだなって驚いたわ。あの情景の細かさに比べたら、私の作るイメージなんて子供騙しみたいなものだし、本当に感心しちゃった。
Arcueid is grinning from ear to ear from the bottom of her heart. It seems that she truly took enjoyment from that refined romance movie.
そうなのか。まあ、エッフェル塔もどきの建物は確かに見応えあったけど。
Come on, isn't it just a ripoff of the Sky Tree? Wait, what? What? Wait, what? What came first? Give me a sec. Sky Tree, what date was it built? Shiki, you're on crack. The Sky Tree was built in 2008. Oh my god.
あれ？仕切ったら冴えない顔してる。もしかしてつまんなかった？
Wow. Isn't the Eiffel Tower just a ripoff of the Sky Tree? Oh my goodness. think he's thinking of Tokyo Tower. He can't be that stupid. Oh, Tokyo Tower was 1957. When was Eiffel Tower? Eiffel Tower build date 1887. Even then, it's not a rip-off.
いやー、つまらなくはなかったけど、普通だなって。あれだったら他にもっと面白いものがあるし。
嘘。だってさっきのすごく良かったよ。
It's okay. There's a lot of romance movies.
総合点は低いんじゃないかな。今は時期を外しているからやってないけど、大作の映画はあの数倍退屈しないぞ。はっきり言ってさっき見たのは中の芸ぐらいのランクだよ。
びっくり。
わかりやすい感情表現をするんだな、アルクエイド。
I'm just as amazed as she's surprised. She'd been acting so cold about the movie going in that I fully assumed she'd come out complaining about it. But instead, she's like an excited child. She closes his eyes when the character's true. What do you mean?
残念だな。昨日までなら文句なしにいい映画がやってたんだ。
You don't like the romance choo-choo?
そんなに喜ぶと知っていれば夜のうちに連れてきてたのに。
Oh, dang it. I have to admit, I didn't think of it because I wanted to thank her. What? Wait, what? I have to admit, I didn't think of it because I wanted to thank her, or show her my gratitude. It's more that I genuinely wanted to see how she'd smile after seeing a movie like that.
そっか。間が悪いんだね。私と式って。
Arcueid slumps her shoulders in disappointment.
本当だな。なんだか空振ってばっかりだ。
I slump my shoulders in the same way. It's a shame. I would have liked to see that joyful side of hers for a little while longer. I need hydration. Eh? Musha? It's past 2 o'clock now, so we decide to have a late lunch. Since I'm here with Arcueid, I wanted to splurge and eat somewhere a little more expensive than I normally would. Alas, the contents of my wallet won't stretch quite that far.
私、式がいつも食べているところがいい。
Arcueid said she wants something ordinary anyway, so I suck it up and take us to the food court. Baskin Ribbons! Oh my goodness! Wow. There it is. Beautiful. It's an open question whether or not Arcueid even eats this sort of food, so this is somewhat of an experiment. After intensely studying the menu, Arcueid ended up getting the same meal that I ordered. I take a seat across from Arcueid. After nervously glancing around at her surroundings, she brings a fry to her mouth in a manner that suggests familiarity with such food.
慣れてるんだろう。てっきりこういう店は初めてだと思ってた。
ええ、こういうところは初めてよ。前からどういった施設かは知っていたけど、それは知識だけのものだし、ね。
A new outfit? That's really cute.
知識だけって。そっか。ニュースを見るんだから雑誌だって目を通しているのか。服も普通だし、割とこっちの事情に適応してるんだよな。
The traditional Western image of a vampire combined with Vrov's old-fashioned look left me with the impression that vampires are gothic creatures. I guess it's possible that vampire society may also have modernized along with the rest of the world.
そういうプロセスで適応してるわけじゃないけど、ともあれ人間の文明圏に入るのなら、それに即した常識は必要でしょ？だから起きた時はその時代の情報を覚えてから行動するの。まあ大抵は1日や2日で決着がつくから無駄になるんだけどね。
Every now and then she says things that can be difficult to understand.
無駄になるって どうして？
だってことが終わればすぐに眠りに戻るから。次の目覚めが何年先になるかわからないんだし、覚えた知識は全て捨てて次の目覚めに備えていたの。でもそれって損をしてたみたい。私はね、今まで知識でしか世界を知らなかった。こういう人間たちの集まりがあるって知っていても、それを経験することはしなかったのよ。
なるほど。けど知ってるんならそれでいいんじゃないのか。現にさっきだってメニューに迷いはしたけど、注文自体はスッとしてたんだし。
当然よ。そういう風に対応できるよう知識を得ているんだから。でもそれは数値だけの話なのよね。情報だけの世界はそれはそれで真だけど、受肉からの感覚は正しい理論より真がある。経験は理論を凌駕するってこういうことだったのね。何千億の単語を覚えていても実際にやってみないと何も手に入らないんだなって。
Arcueid lets out a miserable sigh.
どうだろう。理論は経験を補うっていう逆説もあるとは思うけど。
それは理論だけしか知らない人の言葉でしょ。まあちょっと前までの私がそうなんだけど。
Arcueid's facial expression grows darker and darker. I must have gotten swept up in her words. I'm starting to feel depressed myself. I don't feel like I could eloquently express why, but I just can't bear seeing her face like this.
早計じゃないか。単にさ、理論だけで経験を補えるやつと、経験で理論を覆せるやつがいるだけだと思うけど。ほら、周りを見ろよ。この店だけでもこれだけ違う人たちがいるんだ。いろんなやつがいるんだから、誰もが自分と同じじゃないだろ。
シキが真面目なこと喋ってる。
そっちが真面目な話をしたから、こっちもそれに付き合ってるんですよ。
Especially not now that you finally decided to talk about yourself.
知ってる。シキって私の話したいことを話したい時にちゃんと付き合ってくれるって。いつもは怒鳴り散らすけど、深刻になれば話を聞いてくれるでしょ。
Arcueid lets out a cheery laugh. I can't say this out loud, but her smile really isn't vampire-like at all. That said, have I really been yelling at her that often?
私って視野が狭かったのね。自分がこうと決めたらそれ以外のものは見えなくなるんだもの。私には自分しかいらない、自分だけが正しくあればいいって、そんな風にしか考えられない。でもそうよね。こんなにいろんな心があるんだから、私にできないことを当たり前のようにやってしまえる人だって世の中にはたくさんいるんだわ。
Arcueid's tone is gentle as she muses. I guess she's feeling a little introspective.
もっとも反省したところで私の性格は変わりはしないんだけど、私今の自分が一番好きだし、やっぱり正しいんだって信じてるから。
After making such a gallant statement with a smile, Arcueid once again furtively looks around her surroundings, before sinking her teeth into her hamburger.
Burger. Jump, jump.
She chows down on the junk food as if to dispel my image of her as a vampire. I wonder how she manages it. Eating a hamburger is the sort of thing that's basically impossible to do elegantly, which only makes the fact that Arcueid looks so beautiful doing it seem all the more out of place.
You think she look beautiful eating a burger? Oh my goodness, the way she chomps on that burger.
Two rich kids eating burgers? I wouldn't say Shiki's a rich kid.
何？
He grew up in like the countryside because his dad threw him away. I'd say he grew up quite not posh-like and all that sort of things.
But he just moved there!
これってこういう風に食べるものじゃないの？
No, you're eating the burger right, please.
Put the hamburger upside down and sideways, and that's how you eat it.
No, he's rich now. 2 maids. How is that not rich?
I mean, now.
But like growing up and all that, no. She wipes her lips with a napkin. Even that commonplace action looks so elegant and graceful when she does it.
いや、それで合ってる。合ってるけど、なんか変だ。お前の場合。似合わないから食べるな。
She don't say that. That eating the burger doesn't suit you. You shouldn't eat it.
What if she wants to eat a burger? You're saying such weird things. Oh my god.
何よそれ。似合わないってどういう意味？
Yeah, what do you mean about that, hmm?
イメージの問題だよ。お前みたいに口が小さいやつにファーストフードは向かないんだな。おとなしくポテトをかじっている分には問題ないから、俺の分もやる。
Free fries. I put my fries on Arcueid's tray. Even I don't understand why I'm acting like this.
いらない。せっかく食事をとることにしたのに、そんな柔らかいものばっかりじゃ物を食べてるって気がしないもの。
Arcueid pouts before digging back into her hamburger. What the fuck is he smoking? I know, right? This time her movements are highly exaggerated, like she's conscious of the fact that I'm watching her. The mysterious beauty from before has faded slightly, making the scene just about bearable. Like a weird grandma. Wow. But just what the hell is going on? A vampire eating a hamburger? If a creature doesn't eat and receive the nutrients it needs to function, then it won't survive very long. Arcueid said before that she doesn't drink blood. And does that mean she derives sustenance from the same sort of foods that people eat?
なあ、アルクエイド。
何よ、意地悪。
いや、もう文句は言わないって。聞きたいことができたんだけど、いいか？
いいけど、何？
あのさ、お前は吸血鬼だろ。なら、食事って呼べるものは血液だけじゃないのかなって、そう疑問に思った。
Arcueid stares at me, eyes wide. Looks like it was an inappropriate question after all. I mean, look, her face has become so stiff, or not?
あのね、シキ。基本的に私は食事を取らないんだ。
What?
確かに、こういう風に栄養素を口にすれば自分の力だけで動けるけど、それは気分の問題なの。
You don't need to eat? Well, I need to eat. Julius' tummy get grumbly if no food. I need it.
私の熱量の補充方法はシキたちとは違う。確かに食欲はあるけど、それは人間でいうところの性欲と同じかな。食べないとイライラするけど、私はあんまり食事に重きを置いていないから、反転衝動に襲われることは少ないよ。
Big Chungus.
Welcome, Lamau XD.
Now following.
Chungus, yes. Baba Booey Big Chungus.
Arcueid flatly refutes my blood dye theory. It seems like she really can get by just fine without drinking any blood.
そうか。
Thank goodness. I'm so glad that she's not like the other vampires that kill humans in order to feed. Jeez, if Arcueid had been like that... Oh no, if Arcueid had been like...
I'm a vampire that doesn't need to suck blood.
From the get-go, I'd have been more than happy to help her out.
ってちょっと待った。お前そりゃ吸血鬼って言わないぞ。
言うわよ。シキだって食事が味のないものばかりだったら耐えられなくなるでしょ。栄養素より毒素が多いものを食べたいと思う時がある。例えばこのハンバーガーね。
Hamburger poison? What?
シキ、あなたはなんでこの店を選んだの？単純な熱量補充のため？それともこの加工された粗末な肉と安いパンと化学調味料の塊をさしたる工夫も技術もなしに調理した大量生産品を 心の底から食べたいと思ったから？
恥ずかしながら、そういうジャンクなハンバーガーを食べたいと思ったからです。
I kind of want a hamburger now too.
それでいい。別に恥ずかしがることはないんだよ。私だって毒になると分かっていても美味しそうに見えるものはある。私にとって人間の血液はそういうもの。取らなくてもいいものを取りたいという欲求において、私とあなたは変わらないわ。ほら、知性体は繁殖であれ食事であれ、それに何らかの二次的利益を付加しないとサボってしまう生き物でしょ。
True.
美味しいから物を食べる。気持ちいいから交配をする。その究極があなたたち人間なんでしょうね。なんであれ、快楽につなげることがより強い繁栄方法だと知っている。比較的弱い生命体が最も強い生存力を示したこの宇宙でも稀有な例なんだから。
Arcueid's voice has a sing-song quality to it. I couldn't feel any contempt for humans in what she said. On the contrary, she almost sounded like a mother watching over her child as it grows. However...
いや、それはどうなんだ。
I'm finding it a little hard to accept being told that humans can't live without chasing after pleasure.
いいのよ、それで。だからこそあなたたちはこの星で一番の高等動物になった。生存することに意味を見出そうとする生命なんて、星からしたらとんでもない進化だもの。まさにその発想はなかったね。とにかく神祖である吸血種。私の場合はそんな形而上の二次的利益を満たしてくれる最上級の食べ物が血液なの。だから活動するということだけを目的とするのなら、人間の血を取る必要は全くない。
つまり神祖という吸血鬼にとって精神的空腹を満たすのに一番適したものが血液だと。けどアルクエイドは血を吸うのは嫌いだって言ったよな。そうか。人間に食べ物の好き嫌いがあるように、アルクエイドは血の味が嫌いってわけだな。
She's never had it, she said, so she wouldn't know. Having hit upon a convincing revelation, I can't help but blurt it out. However, Arcueid frowns as though something is weighing on her.
わからない。血の味なんて私知らないもの。
She never had it. Come on,
Listen to her when she's speaking to you.
She doesn't know what blood tastes like. She literally told you she... Oh my god.
私は吸血種としては半人前だって言ったでしょ。血の味は知らない。それがどんなものなのかまだわからない。わかるのは、血を吸うということはその相手を人と認識しなくなるっていうことだけ。
Arcueid looks away from me as she mutters that.
ねえシキ、もしもよ、もしも鳥や魚にあなたと同じぐらいの知性と寿命があったら、あなたは食べられる？
Yes.
どんなに知性があっても食べ物は食べ物だからって割り切って食べられる？
Yes. Chicken tasty.
いや、それは。
I probably would? I don't know, but if there were other animals of lower intelligence, I would probably eat those first.
ほら、そういうこと。私が血を嫌っているのはそういう理由なんだ。まあ、シキの言う通り好き嫌いはあるのかもしれない。私、できることなら血は見たくないもの。
Cancel Shiki, don't listen to nothing.
Are you just dumb?
だけど、そうね。もしも私に人の知性や価値観がなかったら、ためらうことなく血を吸っていたかもしれない。生きるために他の生命を奪うことは自然界じゃ当然の摂理なんだし。
Can't believe she's eating a hamburger. What do you mean? Oh.
I start upright in shock. It is not a sin to kill in order to live. It sounds like a natural thing for a vampire to say, but when Arcueid says it, I can't help but be taken aback. I'm here to kill a vampire who thinks like that. I'm not here to deem her an accomplice to that thought process.
The
そりゃ
blood vegan.
生きるために
Mm.
他の生き物を食うのは自然の摂理だろう。けど、人間とお前は似たようなもんじゃないか。同種を食べるのが禁忌なのも自然界のルールだろう。だから、そういう例え話はやめてくれ。もしもの話はあんまり好きじゃないんだ。
そう？私はイフって好きよ。
Mm.
どんな結果になるかわからないけど、とりあえずその時はどこかに救いがあるような気がするでしょ。
Mm. What ifs, huh? In that case, what if Arcueid wasn't a vampire? Would I not have to feel this way?
Hey, have a nice day and good luck with him.
Thank you, Walter. Thank you. Hope you have a wonderful day. Thank you for stopping by.
New age of Neko arcs, yes!
I'm glad they finally added her in Melty Blood.
It's beautiful, it's beautiful.
Or what if she was a monster who drank blood like the other vampires? Then would I not be as irritated as I am right now?
どうしたの、シキ？いきなり暗い顔しちゃって。
Uh-oh.
あ、もしかしてトイレとか？
No.
あのな、人が真面目に悩んでるっていうのによりにもよってそれか。
Your face looks gloomy. Do you need to poop?
I feel like that's something a Lulu would say. I breathe out a sigh. But I guess in a way I'm saved by her carefree attitude. Regardless of how much thought I dedicate to it, I get the impression that the question of whether she should drink blood or not doesn't weigh on Arcueid's mind at all.
そうだよな。俺には関係ない話だったわ。
もうさっきから一人でブツブツ言っちゃって。隠し事はずるいわよ、シキ。
Arcueid is once again growling at me like an indignant cat.
隠し事なんかしていないよ。そもそも隠し事だらけなのはそっちの方だろ。いつも俺にはわからない話をして面白がってるんだから。
面白がってるって、そんなことあるけど。
なんだ、本当にこっちが頭を抱えてる姿を面白がってたのか。いたずら好きっていうか秘密主義っていうか。ま、どうせ俺はお前とは違う生き物だからどうでもいいけど。
そんなことない。私ちゃんとシキには話してあげてるよ。隠し事が多いように見えるのはシキがあんまり聞いてこないだけなんじゃない？
She hits me where it hurts. It's true that I consciously avoid asking Arcueid questions. As a human being, I'm terrified of wading any further into the world of vampires. And as Tonoshiki, I want to hold on to the idea that I can still turn back, even now. However, after last night, I'm certain I've crossed the threshold. There's no going back to the safety I once knew. And now that I've come this far, there are things that I need to know.
よし、聞けば教えてくれるんだ。何でも。
ええ、私たち協力し合ってるチームだもの。
Well, she asks for it. I guess I'll start grilling her on things I'm still not clear on. Starting with the main question, the one she keeps avoiding. The true identity of our enemy. I should use this chance to find out what kind of person they are.
それじゃあ質問。アルクエイド、お前の敵って結局どんな吸血鬼なんだ？ここまで追ってきた以上、それなりに面識はあるんだろう。
それはその。
なんだよ、俺に隠し事はしないってさっき言ったばかりじゃないか。
そうなんだけど、怒らないで聞いてね。
What?
この町に吸血鬼が潜んでいると分かったのはつい最近のことで、私はまだ本体に出会えてさえいない。 今回の敵がどんな姿をしているのか、男性なのか女性なのか、子供なのか大人なのかさえわからない。
Okay.
じゃあ他の特徴は？ほら、ブローブの懲罰能力だっけ？ああいう特徴はないのか？
それも実際に見るまでは断定できない。私の追っている敵はそう強力な人じゃないけど、今回は何を得意としてどんな体になっているのか私には予測できない。そうね、その幅広さがあいつの特徴と言えるかも。この町にあいつの気配があることしか私にはわからないわ。
Arcueid isn't lying, but I get the feeling she isn't exactly telling me the whole truth either. For example,
まだ見つけていない以上、相手の特徴はわからない。それはいい。当然の話だ。けど、そいつの名前ぐらいは知ってるだろう。そう、名前。
Arcueid silently hangs her head. It seems like she has some reason she can't tell me his name, and it's eating her up inside. You ain't calling her a liar, but you ain't saying she's a truther. At least that's what I thought.
あいつの
A shiver runs down my spine. There's so much ice in her words that it feels like our surroundings have been frozen solid.
あいつの名前はね、シキ。
Yes? There is no sign of her hiding the truth.
あいつの名前はミハイル。ミハイル・ロワ・バルダムよ。人間から吸血鬼になったどこにでもいる使徒の一人よ。
Valdamio. Wait. How do you pronounce this? Valdamio. Mikhail Roa Valdamio?
I don't. What the? Call you Michael.
Her beautiful lips move, but she does not look up. All that I can sense from her is raw, blood-curdling hatred.
アルクエイド、お前。
What did Michael do to you?
Arcueid's shoulders are trembling. She looks like she's struggling to suppress the emotions raging within her.
つまらないことを聞いて悪かった。名前が知れただけで十分だ。あとは直接見つけて、この目で確かめればいいさ。
Arcueid shakes her head slightly. It's as if she's saying that she can't forget it so easily. Time passes, neither of us saying a word.
ごめんなさい、シキ。みっともないよね。私、あいつの名前を口にすると、冷静でいられなくなるみたい。
Arcueid apologizes with her head still hanging. This temperate appearance isn't like her at all.
気にしないでいいよ。お前には悪いけど、むしろ人間らしくてほっとしたぐらいだし。
そうなの？人間らしいってどこが？
なあ、憎い相手だから追いかけて、感情的になりそうだから敵としか口にしなかったんだろ。無感情に事務的に吸血鬼を殺すってことより納得がいく。お前にちゃんと理由があるのなら、俺はその方が。
I was about to say lend you a hand, but stopped halfway. I've been claiming that I'm only helping Arcueid in order to protect this city. To finish that sentence would be to contradict the excuse I continue to cling to.
とにかく質問は終わり。あったかいうちに食べようぜ。この手の飯は冷めると致命的にまずくなるからさ。
でもこれもともと美味しくないと思うよ。四季の味覚ってちょっとあれよね。
The princess averts her gaze as though to avoid saying out loud exactly how boorish my tastes are. I'm sure we just weren't feeling this menu today. That's all. I maintain that there are still times when a burger really hits the spot. Having finished our meal and had our fill of window shopping along the main street, we're now on our way to my school. It's already sunset. I'm not sure what Arcueid had in mind when she said,
四季の通っている学校に行きたいな。
Okay.
but that devilish smile of hers steamrolled any resistance I might have mustered. It's 5 o'clock. There's virtually no signs of life at the main gate. No doubt thanks to the official notice stating that all club activities are suspended and students are to return home promptly. If there were any people lingering around, I would probably be able to count them on one hand. As long as we don't do anything to attract attention, I should be able to at least show her around the courtyard.
言っとくけど、校舎の中には入れないからな。俺は今日ずる休みしちまったし、アルクエイドは部外者なんだから。
分かってるって。四季に迷惑はかけないから安心して。
Arcueid stands by the front gate and furtively peers around at the grounds. Having a blonde beauty hovering around the front gate like this is sure to attract attention.
アルクエイド、こっち。とにかく中庭に入ろう。
I grab her by the hand and rush inside. The courtyard is completely silent. Come to think of it, she's been here before. I felt like I was going to have a heart attack at that time, but looking back on it now, I can't help but smile. A vampire out and about during the day is hard enough to believe as it is, but one wandering around my school just makes a mockery of common sense.
ねえ、気づいてる？四季。
気づいてるって何が？
学校のこと。私が見る限り誰もいないみたいだけど。
なんだって？
Hearing that, I peer into the school from the courtyard. It's no surprise that the classroom lights are off, but I'd expected the staff room to still be packed with teachers at this hour. Instead, it too is dark and empty. It's just as Arcueid said, there really isn't anyone here but us. The front gate was open, but maybe we missed the last of the staff members filtering out while we were on the way to the courtyard.
ねえねえ、中には誰もいないんだよ。
Arcueid stares at me with puppy dog eyes. I think I know where this is going.
嫌です。
I try and put my foot down, but she isn't even listening to me.
人がいないなら中に入っても怒られないわよね。いいタイミングで来たんだ、私たち。
Arcueid, there's a battle nun around here that teaches. You gotta be careful.
金輪際嫌なんだって。
へえ、思ったより中は広いんだ。廊下も広いし、これなら十分使えそうね。
That's strange. Arcueid's voice doesn't sound like it's coming from nearby, but from over by the windows into the school.
四季、このドア開かないんだけど、壊しちゃっていいかな？
No!
She isn't even waiting to hear what I have to say. Arcueid is winding back her fist in front of the window pane, seeing her make the universal motion for "I'm gonna hit you" brings my dizziness rushing back.
なんで人の話を聞かないんだ、お前は！
There's no way I can let that agent of chaos loose in our school building. Even if it's impossible to stop her, I need to at least try.
あ、来た。
I don't know what she finds so amusing, but she's grinning from ear to ear.
お前な、俺の高校を見て何が楽しいんだ。遊び場なら他にもたくさんあるだろう。適当に連れて行ってやるからよそに行こう。
そうでもないんじゃない？四季の通ってるここはそれなりに楽しそうなんだけど。四季、私校舎の中に入ってみたい。 そこの入り口の鍵殺してくれない？
What? Do I have to?
殺してくれないってお前な。
私がやるより式の方が綺麗でしょ。式の切り口はどんな刃物にもできない切断面だもの。後になって誰かが見つけても救命できずでおしまいだよ。
Arcueid excitedly waves me over to one of the windows that opens onto the corridor.
まったく変に子供みたいなんだから。
Against my better judgment, I lower my glasses slightly and take a look. There's a line right across the latch securing the window.
くそ、都合よくあるんだもんな。
I take out the knife from my pocket and slice open the latch. Well, perhaps it's more correct to call it killing rather than slicing it open.
いいよ、ここから中に入ろう。
I open the window and enter the school building without taking off my shoes.
Oh, dirty shoes!
Maybe I guess well, or maybe it's just too familiar of a trope. The very first place that Arcueid wanted to go was my classroom on the 3rd floor.
式はここで何を習ってるの？
何って、
Hmm?
世間一般の学生が習うことだよ。歴史の勉強から自国の文化への深い造形。ついでに、物のあり方の理解度を深める物理や数学。ああ、いずれ諸外国に旅立つことも想定して、英語も教わっている。
そうなんだ。式のことだから効率のいい人体解剖術とか刃物の扱い方を習ってるのかと思った。
No. Arcueid offhandedly says something rather amusing.
アルクエイド。お前、初めからここがどういうところだか知ってて言ってるだろ。
大当たり。
Arcueid claps her hands together in applause. It's always hard to understand what's going on inside her head, but this time I'm more stumped than usual. This school has nothing to do with slaying vampires, so what is she trying to achieve by coming here?
式。
なんだよ、急に真面目な顔して。やっぱりここに連れ込んだのは訳ありなのか？
いえ、ここに来たことにさして理由はないわ。私はただ、ここでのことを聞きたいだけ。
ここでのことって、学校のことか？
そう。式はここで一日の半分を費やしているのよね。そうまでした知識や経験は、すべて使い切ることがあるの？
We know! School is used!
不必要なことを学んで、
Stay school,
時
kids!
間を浪費していたりするんじゃないの？
はい。
Though school does not teach you a lot of things you need to survive in the real world, which is understandable. Understandable you're questioning it, Arcueid. Out of all the questions he's asked so far, this one is the most difficult to grasp.
ここで習った知識や技術は、あなたの人生において一度も使われないこともあるのよね。そういうのって無駄じゃないの？
Yes and no.
まあ、確かに多くは無駄になるかもな。数学を習ってはいるけど、専門職に就かないのならそこまで活用はできないだろうし、生きていく上で使うのは算数までのレベルでいいし、国の歴史や英語を習ったところでそれをこの先使うかどうかはわからない。アルクエイドの言う通り、ここで過ごす時間の大半は人生にとって余分なものだよ。
なんだ、ちゃんと気づいてたんだ。なら、どうしてそんな無駄なことをするの？あなたたちの時間は短いんだから、そんなことをしている暇なんてないはずなのに。
暇はないって。まあ、はっきりとした目的が今はないからね。それまではこうやって無駄に生きているわけだけど。
信じられないな。無駄だと分かっていながら、それを日々の糧にしているなんて。私には信じられない。
Etiquette has begun sounding severely depressed. I can't say I have any real clue as to why. However, I can at least respond to her soliloquy.
日々の稼か。確かにそうかもしれない。けどさ、無駄ってそんなに悪いことかな。いいじゃないか、余分なことって。ここで習ったことがここでしか使われなくっても、それはそれで日々の名残になるだろう。いつか年を取ってぼんやりと過ごしている時にさ。
Welcome, he told me as welcome. And thank you for the follow. Hope you're having a wonderful day. Thank you for stopping by. We're reading Tsukihime.
ああ、そんなこともあったなーって苦笑しながら思い出せる出来事なら、それはそれで意味があるよ。
その思い出自体が無駄なことなのに、それを楽しく思い出せるっていうの、式は。
ああ、そのあたりは大丈夫。自分にとって都合の悪いものは思い出せないようにできてるんだよ、人間って。人生は無駄なことだらけだし、突き詰めて考えると生きてること自体が無駄じゃないか。その反対で無駄なことをするために人間は生きてるのかもしれない。だから俺はあんまり深刻にはならない。全ては無意味なことなんだって気づかないよう、ごまかしやっていくのが当たり前の生き方なんだと思うよ。
無駄だと認めた上でそれをこなすんだ。私は無駄なことはできない。今までだって必要なこと以外はやってこなかったから。
何言ってるんだ。それなら今日一日のことなんて無駄だら
You
け
just
じゃん。
ate a hamburger. You said you don't need that to eat to survive. So technically, it might be pointless.
アルクエイドの目的は吸血鬼を見つけることだろ。なら俺と街を歩く必要なんてないし。
そうよね。それが私にもよくわからなくて、無駄しかないような式に質問してみたんだけど、余計わからなくなっちゃった。
はいはい、悪うございました。どうせ俺は無駄しかない人間だよ。自分でも自分のいていい理由が証明できないしね。
ごめんね。式の言いたいことはわかるんだ。人間という種は価値基準を個人ではなく全体で持っている。だから個の間違いも全体が正しければ許してもらえる。あなたたちは最後に種が終わりを迎える瞬間にたった一つの答えを生み出すために反映できる。けど私たちは個体だから、自身の間違いは決して許されない。自分以外の意志を決して自身に反映させてはいけない。だから余分なことはしちゃいけないんだなってずっと教えられてきた。
Arcueid's voice is subdued. She pieces her words together as if she were confessing a sin.
でもわからなくなっちゃった。たった少し、たったの7日間だけなのに、私は正しいのかなって。だってすごく楽しいんだもの。こうしてるのが、生きているっていうのがただそれだけで嬉しいなんて今まで考えたこともなかった。私壊れちゃったのかな。今までこんなに長く起きていたことがないから、本当はもうとっくに眠ってしまっていて、自分勝手な夢を見てしまっているだけなのかな。
I'm at a loss for words. What she's describing now is something I truly cannot comprehend. I cannot hope to fathom even a fraction of the feelings that are tormenting Arcueid. All I can understand is that I can't bear to see her like this.
壊れてるって何が？
外見はそうだろうけど、中身が違っちゃってるんだ。楽しいとか辛いとか、そんな余分な感情が今はとても大きくなってる。以前は無視できたものが無視できなくなっているなら、それは壊れてるということでしょ？
No.
それにね、私は普通じゃないよ。式とは違う吸血鬼なんだから。
It almost looked like Arcueid was laughing blah blah blah. Forlornly. Laughing forlornly. It was fleeting, obscured by the red glow of the sunset. But it's strange. That doesn't feel right. A classroom at sunset. A woman looking down, helplessly bathed in the red glow of the sun. To think that such a thing could exist before my eyes.
らしくないな。
Yeah. It really isn't. You're a vampire, so don't show me this side of you. The side of you that's as helpless as any ordinary girl.
無視できないとか、無駄なことをしているとか、気にするな。自分のことなんて真剣に考えてもいいことないぞ。何を迷ってるか知らないけど、お前はそのままでいいんだ。だって誰にも迷惑なんて。
そうかな。私、式によく怒鳴られるけど、あれは違うの？
バカ、俺は例外。俺にはお前を殺した罪があるんだから。お前に引っ張り回されるのは自業自得なんだよ。だから、いいんだ。俺は好きでやってるんだから。俺にかける迷惑なんて考えないでくれ。
Arcueid's eyes remain dark. I'll really be in trouble if she keeps making that face. She looks so frail. I won't be able to stop myself from embracing her at this rate.
頼むから、もっとシャンとしてくれ、アルクエイド。そりゃお前はわがままだったり自由すぎたり手を焼かされるけど、それ以外の部分はまともだよ。壊れてなんかいないし、普通の女の子と変わらない。だから、いつもみたいに笑ってくれ。お前にそんな顔をされると、こっちの気持ちが悪くなる。
ひどい言いようね。私、そんなにわがままかな。
Arcueid mutters her response slowly, as if gauging my reaction. Not good. I got a little caught off guard. Was this princess seriously unaware of her own selfishness up until this point?
バカ、何言ってるんだお前。アルクエイドからわがままって単語を取ったらもう骨しか残らないぞ、骨しか。
I tried to be lighthearted and poke fun at her, but ended up bursting out in laughter. I mean, never in my wildest dreams would I have imagined Arcueid sheepishly asking me questions about herself. She's mad.
式のバカ！人が真剣に相談してるっていうのに、何よこの白状者！
そりゃそうだよ。俺はお前以外には優しいって言ったじゃないか。白状なのは今に始まったことじゃないし。
I give her a wry smile as though inviting her to try and deny what I just said. No objections from her side. The cloud that had been hanging over her head earlier is now nowhere to be seen, and her face is back to her usual genuine self.
やっぱりお前は元気な方がいい。俺もなんだかほっとした。
なんで式がほっとするの？私に対しては白状なんでしょ？あなたって。
いや、まあ、それはそうなんだけど。
It's like it's fine no matter how much she drags me around, or how much trouble she brings along with her. I simply couldn't stand to see her so depressed. Hold on. If I continue this train of thought, it won't end well. It's true that she's pretty and that she really is a good person. I also believe that there's never a dull moment with her around, but that's all there is to it. I mustn't develop any more feelings than this. Get a hold of yourself, Shiki. No matter how lovely she may be, she's still a vampire in the end.
もう、はっきりしない人ね。自分で自分のこともわからないの？
さっきまで弱音吐いていた吸血鬼に言われたくない。いいんだ、俺は自分がわからなくて。おかしいって自覚はしてるし。いつも記憶が曖昧で、貧血ばっかりを起こしてるんだぞ。 基本自分のことさえ面倒見きれないんだよ。
そっか。だからシキはいつもぼーっとしてるんだ。
Arcueid nods to herself, as if the final piece of some great puzzle had finally slid into place. I'm too preoccupied but with wondering whether she seriously believes that makeshift excuse to actually get mad at her. I guess Akiha also scolds me for zoning out all the time. I must just project unreliability or something.
さて、
We can't stay in this classroom forever. I think it's about time to leave. There might not be anyone else around right now, but there's still a chance that the teacher on duty will return.
ほら、そろそろ出るぞ。もう用事はないんだろ。
うん。用事はないんだけど。
ん？
シキ？
I glance over at her. Arcueid holds her tongue for a moment before asking me something peculiar.
シキには楽しいことってあるの？
ん？
今日は熱でもあるのですか、お姫様。
茶化さないで。私、少しはあなたの体のことを知っているわ。シキだって分かっているんでしょ。自分の体がいつ死んでもおかしくないってことぐらい。
I grit my teeth at the sudden serious line of questioning. They make a grinding sound. It feels like the scar on my chest is wriggling around.
まあ、そりゃ、
ん？
人間はいつか死ぬ。
あなたの場合、人より早いでしょうけどね。
Arcueid has a serious look in her eyes. Everyone has lines of death on them, though. That's plenty of places where they could easily die. I'm not the only person whose body can fall apart that easily.
どうしてかしらね。あなたを見ていると、時々、わけもなく怖くなる。だから、そんな不安定な命で、楽しいと思える時があるの、シキ。
Do I ever feel happy? This woman really is.
本当にバカだな、お前は。そんなの、俺にわかるはずがないじゃないか。
There's no way that I would know whether my own life is enjoyable or not. An exemplary sense of justice, morals deemed acceptable by society, a nature that values harmony. These are all values given to me by Sensei. As rules for how to live, they're so convenient and all-purpose that I've continued to exist by them all this time. I am, at my core...
I'm a savage.
Shiki, why? Why would you describe yourself as a savage? Okay. I've never understood these nebulous philosophical conversations. But there is one thing that I can say for certain. 7 years ago, I was on the verge of death. As part of my treatment, I was operated on at the hospital where I'd been taken. During that brief period, I felt like I was in a place wrapped in complete darkness. I guess you could call it a dream. At the time, it felt like I was dead. Like that dark place was just what being dead was like. After that, I was miraculously saved. I ran into Sensei and returned to my normal life. For all of that, I hold a deep, everlasting gratitude. I hadn't realized until I had died that the world was such a peaceful and beautiful place. Even if my eyes try to deny all those feelings, I don't know whether living in this world is fun or not. Seems unlikely it'd be that way for my whole life. As long as I have these eyes, I can allow myself to treat death lightly. But even so, life is beautiful. There are many people who say they can't find anything fun in their lives. Human existence itself can be enjoyable. I think I knew that long ago. I'm sure that every single day was filled with bliss before I had the accident, even if that's in the distant past now. That's why I continue to live like this, even when I'm shown how pointless everything is. I'm not human anymore. Thinking about proper morals, proper values, and the truth is difficult. Konoshiki lost his concept of fun long ago. Even now, if you were to ask me if I'm enjoying life, unless something truly heinous is happening, I'd tell you that I am. No matter how much despair I feel, I'm content simply existing. This is not something that needs to be taught. Just being here like this is enough to give human existence meaning.
たださ、生きてるだけで楽しいんじゃないかな。今までが楽しかったから、これからもやっていこうって気になるんだ。きっと、そうに違いない。まあ、お前の質問に答えるとしたら、こんなところか。
I may have given her an answer, but I'm still a little embarrassed by it. After all, it's the answer of someone who's only been alive for a mere 17 years. I'm probably thank you for the follow.
Is now following.
Dear Kate, welcome. I hope you have a wonderful day. Thank you for stopping by. Where was I? I'm probably wrong. And yet, the woman in front of me says...
そっか。それが四季の心なんだ。そうしているだけで楽しい。か。そうよね。余分なことだって分かっていても、楽しいのなら切り捨てることはできないもの。私はそれが怖くてつまらないことを聞いたけど、今はそれが答えでいいかな。
With an unmatched smile, she affirms the beliefs I hold in my immature heart.
なんだよ。さっきのこと、まだ引きずってたのか。
そうだけど、とりあえずわだかまりは消えてくれたわ。だから、この町に救っている吸血鬼を倒すまでは迷わない。それまで四季と一緒に戦うよ。
Isn't that right? Nods Arcueid, smiling. Until we defeat the vampire, huh?
そうだったな。俺とお前って、そういう関係だったっけ？
Today felt like such an ordinary day. I guess that's why I forgot such a fundamental fact.
なあ、アルクエイド。全部終わった後、吸血鬼を倒し終わったらさ、別れる前に、もう一度だけこうして遊ばないか？
それ、どういうこと？
アルクエイドの目的が済んだら、もう一度ぐらい無駄なことをしようって言ったんだよ。結局、俺とお前は協力し合っているから一緒にいるだけだろ。だから本当に何の義務もなくなった後、何の意味もなく会えたらどうなるかなって、そう思っただけ。
More than that, I want us to meet casually, as friends who enjoy each other's company, leaving behind all the thoughts of vampires and the like. I just thought that if we created normal memories together, then she would definitely be happy. That's all.
You can see Shiki in the reflection. Wow.
まあ、お前が忙しいって言うんなら別にいいけど。
I say the exact opposite of what's on my mind. After Arcueid opens her eyes wide in surprise. Aww.
全部終わったらまたここに来ようね、四季。何の意味もないけど、それはきっとすごく楽しいよ。
Aww. So cute. With a radiant smile, Arcueid buoyantly solidifies the promise. The classroom at sunset, in the midst of these hues that seem detached from time itself, that image is implanted in my memory as the most important thing of all. Aww.
Now kiss. Choo choo choo. Oh.
In the end, Arcueid makes me show her around the broadcasting room, fine arts room, and many other parts of the school. By the time we finally leave, the sun has already set. It's just past 7:30. It's a bit early, but we should begin searching for vampires.
すっかり暗くなったな。他に行くところもないし。そろそろ始めようか、アルクエイド。
もう行くの？まだ街は明るいよ。
早いに越したことはないだろう。昼間は十分に遊んだんだから、夜ぐらいはきちんと仕事をこなさないと。
四季って変に生真面目よね。そんなに真面目なのに、どうして昨日は約束を破ったりしたのかしら。
仕方ないだろう。昨日は体が動かなかったんだから。直前までは公園に行くつもりだったんだ。
Though, now that I think about it, doing so would have been pretty reckless. If Akiha hadn't stopped me from going to meet up with Arcueid in that condition, I would almost certainly have held her back at a critical moment.
はあ、そうなんだ。
なんだその顔。嫌な予感しかしないんだけど。なんだよ、そうしよっかって。
だから、四季は公園に行くつもりだったんでしょ？まだ時間はあるんだし、昨日できなかったことなら、今やり直せばいいじゃない。
Okay. Arcueid begins galloping off, her footsteps echoing lightly. It looks like she's seriously headed to the park.
ちょっと、待てってば！
I break into a sprint as well, so as not to lose sight of her as she dashes off.
Hora, なんだかんだ言ってちゃんとついてくるんだよね、四季って。
バカ。お前を一人にすると何するかわからないからだろ。
I'm doubled over, panting, my shoulders heaving as I work to get my ragged breathing back under control. I had to push my way through the crowds in order to keep up with her. She really has been dragging me around by the collar all day.
でも、やっぱりこの時間だと人が多いのね。そこかしこに人の気配がして、ちょっと落ち着かないかな。
だからどうしてこっちの話を聞かないんだ、お前ってやつは。
そう？私、四季の声はちゃんと聞いているつもりだけど。
そうか。聞こえていて無視しているとなると余計にたちが悪い。
無視もしてないよ。四季の小言に返答すると決まってバカって言われるから黙ってるだけなんだけど。
そうか。それはこっちにも問題があったかもしれないか。
Puffing and puffing, I get my breathing under control. It's roughly 1.5 kilometers from the front of the school to the park. It's not a particularly large distance to cover at a jog, but even so, my heart is taking its sweet time to calm down again. Arcueid wasn't even running all that fast. In fact, I'd say that she ran slower than usual. If anything, I'm simply not in the best shape right now. No doubt due to the lingering effects of yesterday's bout of anemia.
大丈夫、四季。無理しないでベンチで休んだら。
Yeah, you have anemia. Why did you run? That's no.
そうする。体が落ち着いたら町の方に行くからな、アルクエイド。
もう、四季がやる気になってるのは嬉しいけど、まだ時間が早すぎるのよ。ブローブの時もそうだったけど、吸血鬼は自分たちの時間でなければむやみに活動はしないものなの。彼らはもっと夜の気配が濃くならないと活動しないから、しばらくは時間を潰さないとね。
I would have appreciated her saying that earlier. nothing else to do, I sit on the bench and stare at the clock. The park's clock reads just past 9 o'clock. There are fewer and fewer people around, and the night is getting darker by the minute. Arcueid doesn't seem to feel like sitting down for whatever reason, and is pacing around by the fountain instead. Everything is still, save for the hands of the... Everything is still, save for the hands of the clock. A silent night. The shining moon illuminates both Arcueid and the empty park around her.
月明かりか。
I think back to when I was attacked in front of the Tono mansion 2 nights ago. If it had been this bright out back then, I might have been able to make out that black shadow more clearly.
Ah!
Oh, what happened? Welcome. Oh, yeah. Hello.
He told me as a welcome.
Hello.
Oh. With a sudden jolt, I leap up from the bench.
シキ
What
ど
happened?
うしたの？死者でも見つけちゃった？
いや、そうじゃなくて、とんでもないことを忘れてた。
Oh, we didn't... Did we not tell her in this route? I'm more scatterbrained than I thought. I can't believe I was attacked on my way home and completely forgot about it until now.
アルクエイド、俺2日前の夜に変な奴に襲われた。
I completely forgot we didn't tell her in this.
変なやつってどんなやつ？
それが。
I calm myself down and explain what happened 2 nights ago in as much detail as I can.
というわけなんだけど。
After I finally finish explaining everything that had happened, I steal a glance at Arcueid's face to try and get a read on her mood. Her gaze has remained unyieldingly sharp from the minute I started talking up until now.
あの黒い死者とノエル先生、代行者って言うんだな。
そうね。両方とも私の敵よ。その黒い死者は何者か知らないけど、修道服を着た女のことなら見当はつく。
Arcueid narrows her eyes in displeasure. No. Rather than displeasure, it's more like nervous irritation.
シキを助けたやつは確かに代行者でしょうね。念のために聞いておくけど、そいつ一人きりだった？
ああ、ノエル先生一人だったけど。
Come to think of it, didn't she say that executors operate in groups of 2?
そう。そいつの独断か、あるいは動けない理由があるのか。もう一人があの女だとしたら目障りね。
That woman?
あいつなら私より先に棺を見つけ出せるでしょうし、先にそっちを潰しておくか。
Her irritation has already reached an all-time high. I couldn't say why, but it seems like she can't stand Noelle Sensei's partner. I felt her hostility, thirst for blood, an intimidating aura at close range before, but it's unusual for her to bear her hatred this openly. I wonder if Arcueid and that woman are just that incompatible.
アルクエイドにとってノエル先生が敵だっていうのは、あっちもそう言っていたし。でも目的は同じなんだから、協力し合えないのか。
まあね、場合によっては手を貸してあげることもあるわ。でも今回は絶対に無理。人間には譲らないし、もし代行者があの女ならまずそっちを始末してる。
Her attitude is utterly uncompromising. I think it will be better to drop the idea of working together with Noelle Sensei.
OK。あっちとは協力しないんだな。お前がそう言うなら、俺もこれ以上は言わない。理由は聞かないよ。
え？ありがとう。なんかシキ、優しくない？いつもならもっとしつこく食い下がってくるのに。
お前が嫌がってるのは分かったからな。でもノエル先生との関係と ノエル先生の背景については別問題だぞ。
そうね。余分な知識だから話さなかったけど、こうなった以上話しておくわ。以前も説明したけど、上司タイプの吸血鬼は己の存在を隠蔽しようとする。犠牲者を出しても周囲にそれを異常だと気がつかせないよう様々な魔術を働かせる。これどうしてだかわかる？
外敵を呼び込まないためだっけ。派手にやるとやってくるんだろう、吸血鬼退治の専門家たちが。
Well, there's also the regular human police, but vampires don't really see them as much of a threat. The fight with Rove really drove that point home. And the only things vampires are afraid of are the other monsters just like them.
そう、吸血鬼には天敵がいる。それも今ではパワーバランスはあっちの方が上っていう殺し屋みたいな集団がね。吸血鬼たちが人間を秘密裏に搾取するのは自己保身のためよ。彼らは社会的な風文ではなく、その天敵に嗅ぎつけられることを嫌って自然に死体を隠蔽する。
それがノエル先生みたいな連中か。吸血鬼たちの天敵って、また化け物じみたのが出てきたな。
As a normal person, I'd really appreciate it if all these outlandish creatures would just stop intruding on my life.
何言ってるのよ。確かに代行者は人間離れしているけど、彼らはどこまで行っても人間よ。吸血鬼、使徒の天敵というのはあなたたち人間そのものなんだから。
天敵って俺たちが？
Even though we're helplessly slaughtered as food?
もうずっと昔、西暦が始まったばかりの頃、人間は様々な魔術、神秘学、式典儀礼をもとに組織体系を作り、人間以外の霊長類を排除し始めた。その最たるものが聖堂教会、普遍的という名を掲げた欧州の一大宗教よ。彼らは昔から人間でないものを徹底的に淘汰してきたけど、その中でも吸血鬼に対する敵視はどうかしているわ。世界中のどんな宗教を見たって、教会以上に吸血鬼を敵視している宗教はない。あれはね、すでに疲れてる。病的すぎる。この私でさえできるなら関わりたくないぐらいだもの。
Arcueid breathes out a sigh of exasperation. But still, despite what she just said, I get the sense that she still has some sort of connection with the church. If she didn't, she wouldn't have used words like, if possible.
で、死鬼を助けたのはその中でも異端狩りを専門としている連中よ。主の教えを代行するという役割からエクスキューターって呼ばれてる。教会の矛盾点を法ではなく力で処理する。決して表には出てこない殺し屋みたいなエクソシスト。
Exorcists? Priests who slay vampires? It feels so fitting that I don't really have any questions.
ま、ただの代行者なら可愛いものだけど、これが埋葬機関の代行者になると話は違ってくる。あいつらは使徒を捕獲するためなら手段を選ばない。
She says this sussy buggers. Oh my god.
もし派遣された代行者がそっちだったら、ブローブが暴れる前にこの町は地図から消えていたかもね。
ブローブ以上って、そんなに見境なしなのか、そいつらは。
ええ。連中は相手が吸血鬼であるのなら、何をしても許される権限を持っている。それは使徒に狙われた町も同じ。まだ人間が生活していようが、すでに汚れた土地ならもろともに焼き尽くす。そのノエルって代行者が今まで何もしなかったのは、私と使徒を同時に始末する機会を伺っていたんでしょうね。埋葬機関にとって人間ではない霊長はそれだけで悪だから。
After she finishes venting, Sussy. Arcueid begins to pace around the park. It seems that things are starting to get complicated. Arcueid is being targeted not only by her fellow vampires, but by a group that's hostile towards vampires.
なんだよ。
Oh,
それじゃ一人
I
き
need
りじゃないか。
hydration.
あいつ。
I watch Arcueid as she wanders around aimlessly. Under the moonlight, that figure looks like a lost child with no place left to go. The hands of the clock steadily advance. The 2 hours we've spent in the park passed in the blink of an eye. My body has long since settled down, and there are no more signs of other people. Human and vampire alike, the time has come for night dwellers to make their move.
アルクエド、そろそろいいんじゃないか。
そうね。そろそろいいと思う。
Despite agreeing with me, it doesn't seem like Arcueid is fully on board.
さっきからおかしいぞ、アルクエド。昨日乗らないことでもあったのか。
そういうわけじゃないけど、シキが話してくれた黒い使者のことがちょっと引っかかって。
Arcueid seems visibly dispirited. Just as I was about to call out to ask what's on her mind.
あ、そういえばね、シキ。私、昨日ここでナンパされたのよ。
Not allowed.
はい？
A complete 180. She really does turn on a dime.
ごめん、ちょっと意味がわからない。
だから、昨日ここで式を待っている間、男の人に声をかけられたって言ってるの。
いや、何が起きたのかはわかるんだが、お前、黒い死者について考え事してるんじゃなかったのか。
してたわよ。だから思い出したの。シキが襲われたみたいに私も男の人に声をかけられたなって。
I was also attacked.
なるほど。そりゃよかった。確かに外見だけならお前は美人だからな。まっとうな感性と驚嘆に値する胆力を持つ男だ。
Damn.
声
On
一つ
the
ぐらい発す
outside, at least. Shiki, why are you so brutal?
やっぱり私も最初は敵かなって思ったんだけど、シキが言ってたじゃない。私はいるだけで目立つって。だからしばらく出方を伺ってたらただの人間だって分かったわ。まさに間一髪ね、あの人。ほら、昨夜の私、誰かさんのおかげでちょっとイライラしてたから。
Oh.
ちょっと待って。まさかとは思うけど、ナンパしに来た男を、だな。
何もしなかったよ。ちょっとだけ話して私のことを忘れてもらっただけだから。
Dang.
その式の言葉を思い出さなかったらどうにかしてたかもしれないけど。
そうか。偉いぞ、アルクエイド。お前にも分別ってものがあったんだ。
当然でしょ。私を怒らせるなんて式ぐらいのものだもの。他の誰にも私を殺したり助けたりしてくれる人はいないんだから。
A vibrant voice filled with trust. I've lost count at this point how many times she sprung that smile on me.
そりゃ、まあ、誰だって殺されれば頭にくる。
I get off something resembling a retort before averting my gaze from the merry Arcueid. 1 month ago, if it weren't for the serial killings, the park would be full of young couples and students on their way back from a night out, even at this hour. The only people here chatting now are myself and Arcueid. Hunting vampires and the lines of death have taken a backseat for the moment. We blend into the scenery like we're natural fixtures.
あ、ねえほら。
I raise my head at the sudden call.
なんだよ。何かあった？
ほら、あの時計。これでちょうど時間になったね。
Arcueid points at the park clock, a big smile on her face. It certainly points to 10 o'clock, The promised time. A spoken promise to meet here at 10 o'clock. Last night I failed to keep that promise and let that meeting slip away. For some reason, I'm at a loss for words. Why does my heart feel so moved by such a trivial thing? Why does she seem so happy about something so insignificant? I really don't know. I spent all day today walking around the city with her. At no point did I feel like Arcueid really was a vampire.
一つ聞くけど。
Hmm? Don't do it, Shiki.
何？
その、お前ってさ、
Don't do something so stupid. Stop.
私が何？
本当に吸血鬼なのかなって。
What kind of answer are you expecting, you moron?
吸血鬼なのかって。シキ、今さら何を言ってるの？
今更じゃない。今になって、そう思っただけだ。
I couldn't look her in the eye as I replied.
はあ、シキって頭が柔らかいんだか硬いんだか。私は気にしないけど、それってひどい侮辱よ。何を根拠にそんなことを言うのか聞かせて。
I have no reason to think she isn't. But on the other hand, I've seen no hard proof that she is. That's
だっ
why...
て、お前は血を見るのも嫌なんだろう。そんな吸血鬼がいるもんか。自分で半人前だと言ってたけど、血を吸ったことのない吸血鬼なんて半人前以下だと思う。
Eh? It's not like that. The truth is, I just don't want her to be a vampire.
そう。ならシキ、ベンチから立ってこっちに来て。
Arcueid's voice is cold. I dutifully stand up and walk towards her. Shiki sees pretty girl who he likes, shoots himself in the foot. He has been sent some pretty stupid things.
Let's see where this goes.
Our gazes meet. The distance between us is about 2 meters. And then... Arcueid takes a deep breath before putting on a forced smile.
そうだよね。私も本当はそう思ってたんだ。果たしてアルクエイド・ブリュンスタッドは本当に吸血鬼なのでしょうかって。
Thank goodness. I couldn't help myself from blurting out that question, even knowing there was a chance that it might hurt Arcueid. I'm glad that she was able to take it as a joke.
だよな。アルクエイドはどう見ても吸血鬼らしくない。
じゃあ試してみよっか。
Arcueid spoke those words with a mischievous smile.
ああ、そうだな。なんなら
私が本当に血を吸えるのかどうか試そっか。もしできたら何かご褒美くれる？シキ。
Arcueid walks towards me with a smile on her face, taking step after step.
Tap. Tap.
I hear the sound of her footsteps as she draws closer. Both of us know that this is a joke, but even so, my body won't move at all.
ま、
I try to speak out, but I can't. It's not Arcueid's doing. I held my tongue of my own accord. Arcueid is getting closer. One step, then another. She closes in little by little, her head gently lowered. I'm unable to lift even a single finger, my eyes transfixed by her full, sensual lips.
You gonna chew? Do chew chew. Do chew. Do chew.
シキは
Come on, do it.
私のことを半人前だって言ったけど、
Her alluring voice reverberates inside my head. I hear her footsteps come to a halt nearby.
本当はね、血を吸うのなんて簡単だよ。
I mean, it is, but... I hear her voice right next to my ear. I can feel her breath. Her fingertips touch my body. I feel her weight on my shoulders. I feel it through my whole body. The heartbeat's so strong it nearly knocks me unconscious. I want her, I want her, I want her. I desperately try to suppress my boiling emotions. I try to hold back with every fiber of my being. My left arm trembles so much that my back shakes. My right arm desperately longs to embrace her. I want her so bad. There's no way I can hold back. Even so, I cannot allow myself to desire this woman now. I mean, everything's different. Compared to back then, this feels stronger, more intense.
Bonk. He needs bonk.
What I want now is fundamentally different to what I wanted then. Killing her isn't what I want. That's a different impulse that's driving me mad this time. But I mustn't defile her heartfelt courage like this. Gritting my teeth so hard, my molars grate. I managed to summon enough strength to hold back my seething emotions. My internal conflict was over in a little under a second.
He horn. Yep. Yes, he is.
During that time, Arcueid didn't move at all. Suddenly, a chill runs down my spine. This is just a joke. She's not trying to convince me of that, but herself. And yet, I can still feel her hot, fiery breath on my neck.
Aru.
I begin to call her name, but bite my tongue. That would be like indicating that I don't have faith in her. It's already over. This prank will come to an end, and Arcueid will put on her usual smile and say, "Just kidding, I'm not going to suck your blood after all." And yet, the weight on my shoulder shifts. The soft sensation turns into a sharp pain. The white fingers gripping my shoulders tremble violently. She's afraid. My thoughts are clear. No fear or anything, even now. It's only Arcueid who's trembling violently. Her breathing is pained. Even though they're so close, each breath feels so far away. I can't see her face. I can feel the shaking of her body in each exhalation that brushes across my neck. Her breathing goes from a light whimper to heavy labored hyperventilation.
Arcueid.
Unable to bear it, I call out her name.
冗談なのに
Arcueid's voice is shaky, but the fingers on my shoulders are no longer trembling. I cry out in pain. Even though I have no desire to move, my body reflexively tries to get away from blank. But her claws don't let up. They press into me, their vice-like grip refusing to let me escape, even as I try to pull away.
ごめん。悪ふざけが過ぎた。からかって悪かった。から離れてくれないか。
しき
Her fingers won't let go. Not good. This is not good. I must have struck a nerve. Alarm bells ring inside my head. I move my arm to push her away.
Uh-oh.
But it's too late. It's too late. No matter what I do. How long has it been too late for? From just now? From a mere 5 minutes ago? Or was it from a day ago? No. From the very first time we met. Heavy breathing rises from my neck all the way to my brain. It's like a chemical message that floods my head with her arousal. Oh. The echoes of her instincts slip into my ears. There's no need for her to use brute strength with her alluring voice alone. My mind melts along. My mind melts along with my entire body. I feel it on my neck, her hot, frenzied breath. In an instant, my sense of reason crumbles. It was a primordial fear, divine providence that could not be opposed, a creature that cannot be understood, eyes that swirl like a storm, teeth spiked like a mountain range, an overwhelming waterfall of force, something that absolutely cannot be reasoned with. Right now, the thing that's about to sink its fangs into my neck is not the woman that I once knew, but the embodiment of her raw, unbridled nature. As someone that escaped from the providence of the natural world, I must now contend with something far more primeval. There's nothing I can do. I can't even move my fingertips. I'm about to be eaten. So this is what it's like to be preyed on. A human in front of this life form is nothing more than a drop to be consumed. With a crunch, the fangs pierce my neck. All that's left in my mind is fear.
She didn't do it.
I let out a scream. Hearing my own voice like that for a moment, it sounded almost pathetic. Perhaps it's only my imagination, but it feels like Arcueid is stopped dead in her tracks. But before I could confirm it for myself, the loud crack of an explosion splits the air in front of me, blowing Arcueid away like dust in the wind. Oh no! Is this Noelle? She's called the mole. She looks so different though.
Noelle sensei!
Oh, it is. She's so scared.
Hi, こんばんは。でもごめんなさい。ゆっくり話している暇はないの。
Noelle Sensei walks over to stand beside me before turning her sights on Arcueid. Arcueid is unharmed. Despite having been blown back nearly 10 whole meters, there's not a scratch on her. Arcueid is reeling from the shock. As am I. I can't even work out what I should do in this situation. Meanwhile... Uh-oh.
おっと、はいはいダメよ、四季君。あれを追い返したら次は君なんだから。悪いけど、そこでおとなしくして。
You mean I'm next?
Uh-oh. A white barrier forms before me. In the blink of an eye, 3 blades have been driven into the ground around me. Together they form a triangle, with me at its center trapped within a barrier of light.
Oh, she's using the keys!
くれぐれも壁には触れないようにね。触ったら塩の柱になっちゃうから。まあ、君の手が塩化しようが、私にはどうでもいいんだけど。
The power! Oh my goodness!
それより、今問題なのは
Church power.
Arcueid stands up. After seeing me imprisoned inside the barrier, she shifts her gaze to the woman in nun's clothing beside me.
問題は不意打ち食らっても無傷の怪物よね。
Yep.
私程度の鉄鋼作用じゃ通らないってわけ。対向車。
Uh-oh. Arcueid's aura changes.
Oh! Uh-oh!
Her eyes, they become whirling maelstroms of hostility, staring daggers at the woman in nun's clothing.
何してるの
Wow, that's kind of spooky.
無理やっぱ無理私じゃあれどうにもできない。
うるせえ、死ぬ気で意見に行くタイプと
Mario!
怪物相手に体を張るのがてめえらの仕事だろうが。
もう後で絶対枢機卿にお目通りさせてくださいね。
Where's Mario here? What? As though being pushed from behind, the woman in nun's clothing pitches forward and throws herself at Arcueid. Wow, Noelle-sensei does not seem very happy doing this. The outcome seems like a foregone conclusion. Hey, you wanted her to suck you all you know. She's just getting into...
No! Bruh. I wanted no such thing.
There's no way she can stop Arcueid with a charge like that.
指揮を離して。
Sure enough, Arcueid runs towards us and swings a single hand as if she was swatting at a fly.
嘘。
What? How the heck was she able to stop Arcueid with a half-hearted charge like that?
Uh-oh.
ああ、やればできるじゃねえか。給料分しっかり働けよ。てめえらの食いぶちもただじゃねえんだから。
From right beside me, I hear fluent but crass-sounding Japanese. Able to move from where I am, I turn towards the source. And over there
It's Mario! There he is!
is that foreign-looking boy I saw in front of the Tono mansion a little while back.
Eh? What the hell is that?
Oh! Are you controlling her?
Eh?
Both of the child's hands are fitted with what look like gauntlets. His fingers are furiously working up and down, clicking noisily as they move. They almost remind me of an old-school typewriter for some reason.
ああ、何見てんだガキ。こんなの珍しくもねえだろ。マリオネットの一つも知らねえとかふざけたこと抜かすなよ。勤勉なのが日本人の美徳だろうが。
It seems like he's talking to me. But are we on the same page about what a marionette is? I thought it was one of those articulated wooden dolls with strings. The ones that street performers can deftly manipulate from above to give the impression that the doll is alive.
2分もたねえのかそうした。しかもここからは口をちゅう。おい、下がれノエル。首ねじ切られるぞ。
Never-ending flurry of blows. The woman in nun's clothing beats a hastily retreat. Arcueid, her shoulders heaving with each labored breath, turns to face the barrier of light. To face me. Her eyes glow a brilliant red. Arcueid crouches low to the ground, panting heavily like a hulking predator getting ready to pounce. She looks set to clear the distance between us in a single bound, but...
ああ、ひでえもんだ。そこいらのグールと大差ねえじゃねえか。それでも最後の真相かよ、姫様。ラウレンティスのジジイが見たらさぞ失望するだろうぜ。
なんですって。
Sanity returns to Arcueid's eyes. The child next to me must have seen this as his chance, as he takes a step forward to confront the vampire in white.
お初にお目にかかる。東方慰問司祭代行、マリオ・ジャッロ・ベスティーノだ。役職の高さには突っ込まないでくれ。言いたくねえが、ジジイの何人目かの便宜上の養子ってやつでね。
そう。この国の代行者の司令塔。
ああ、赴任したばかりだがな。親の七光だろうと役職は役職だ。 俺の島で勝手はさせねえ。特に心祖が間落ちする不始末なんてクソを食うよりごめんでね。
Arcueid's will to fight vanishes. No, perhaps it's more like she's afraid.
ようやく自覚したか。このガキの血を吸って殺そうとしたんだよ、あんたは。心祖だなんだと選ぶっておいても、所詮は吸血種だな。同族である吸血鬼を滅ぼして回ろうが、同じ怪物であることに変わりはねえってわけだ。
違う。私は四季を殺そうだなんて思ってない。
何かまととぶってやがる。殺意の話じゃねえだろ。生態として当然の話だろ。いるだけで迷惑な生き物だって自覚はどこに行った。このガキがあんたの本性を見てどんな声を上げたのか。本気で我が目を疑うぜ。痛いところを突かれれば逆ギレかよ。じじい曰く冷徹な兵器だって話だったが、まるっきり不出来な人間じゃねえか。まあいい。その目、その狂眼をあんたはそこのガキに向けたんだよ。ぜいぜいとみっともなく男にこびる娼婦みたいにな。その時の感想を本人に聞いてやろうか。
The boy, Mario finally turns to me. The sharpness of his gaze leaves me speechless. Despite his foul mouth, the boy is... how do I put this? Brimming with fairness.
出番だぜ、当の。感想を聞かせてやれ。僕、危うく一口で食べられるところでした。ちびりそうなぐらい怖かったですってな。
I was about to scream. I was about to scream that it's not true, but stopped myself. Because that would be a lie. In truth, I was scared. Trying to hide that fact would hurt Arcueid more than lying to her. Arcueid looks away like she's in pain.
司祭代行の言う通りです。下がりなさい、吸血鬼。あなたのような怪物が人間と共にいるなんて許されるとでも思っていたのですか？力に任せて人間を従わせる。吸血鬼らしい下びた考えだけど、そうはさせないわ。
No, it's not true.
私たちに感謝しなさい、四季君。危うく吸血鬼にされるところだったんだから。
No, that can't be right. It's true that I was afraid, that's an undeniable fact, but that's something she would never do. It hasn't happened even once. She's always respected my choices. Her forcing me hasn't happened even once. I only ever stayed together with Arcueid because I, and I alone, wanted to do so. That's all.
違う。なんだよあんたら。いきなり出てきて全部わかってるようなことを言って。アルクエイドは血を吸ったことなんて一度もない。さっきのはただの冗談だ。
何を言っているんです？一度も血を吸ったことがないですって？そんなざれ言を信じろとでも？確かにそこの真相は優秀よ。ここ800年ほど犠牲者を出した記録もない。けどそんなのは。
うるさい！そんな話なんてどうでもいい。いいか、アルクエイドの邪魔をするならあんたらが何であろうと許さない。大体俺本人が好きでアルクエイドと一緒にいるんだ。外野にとやかく言われる筋合いはない。
Same face prominent, but he totally just looks like a little brother. It's true. It's true.
はあ？許さない
Uh-oh.
ですって。
Noelle's voice has an edge to it. Some fraction of what she'd brought to bear against Arcueid is now directed at me. Blade still dangling in her hand, she begins to slowly advance.
おい、豚ノエル。
Wow.
豚って言いました？どこ
ていうかあなた口悪すぎ。お偉いさんのボンボンだからってあんまり調子に乗る。
The woman in Nun's clothing lets out a peculiar scream and suddenly starts bouncing around spontaneously. The bloodlust she harbored a second ago has vanished into thin air. I think I'm beginning to understand just where Noel-sensei stands in the pecking order.
うちの脳筋がちゃちゃ入れてマジすまん。チキンのくせに沸点低いんだこいつ。後で焼き入れとくから多めに見てやってくれ。だがまあ、バカはバカなりにいい言葉を引き出した。一度も血を吸っていないとは泣かせるじゃねえか遠野。なあ、そうだろ。アルクエイド・ブリュンスタッド。
アルクエイド。
She does not respond. She simply looks down and bites her lip in frustration. It's as if she's implicitly admitting to what that boy just said.
あと訂正な。このガキにかけた結界は捕まえるためじゃねえ。今ここにいるおっかねえモンスターから守るために仕方なくロハでかけてやったもんだ。この意味口にしなくてもわかるよな。
Arcueid raises her head. Eh? I'm sorry. In a barely audible voice, she makes her apology. Before leaping away as though fleeing into the darkness of the night. My voice leaks out. Staring up at the moon, I pull down my glasses and take a look at the lines.
Oh.
In one fell swoop, I kill two of the blades thrust into the ground in front of me. My thoughts are in complete disarray. Her advancing fangs, the scream I uttered, the nonsense spewed by the outsiders. She didn't deny any of it. If she's the one running away with that anguished face, isn't that like admitting these people are right?
てめえも短絡思考だな。追いかける前に例の一つも言っとくもんだぜ、クソガキ。
お前。
The boy introduced himself as Mario. Didn't block my way, but called me to a halt before I had a chance to run off.
てなんて言うか。お前たちさえ来なければ、アルクエイドは何もなかったんだから。
ああ、本気で言ってんのか。それともやけか。どっちにしろそこの噴水に頭突っ込んでこい。しらけ切った嘘なんざつきやがって。それであの女が救えるのかよ、てめえ。
At those unexpected words, my racing consciousness comes to a standstill. It must be a coincidence. What he said just now really must have just been a coincidence. Even so, he has correctly pointed out the harsh truth. I shouldn't tell a lie that I can't even fool myself with. As the boy said, doing so will hurt her. But more importantly, hurt me. Even though I want nothing more than to race after Arcueid right now, I take a deep breath and calm myself down a little.
そうだな。悔しいけどその通りだ。助かった。アルクエイドを助けてくれて礼を言う。
I put aside my distrust of Mario and bow my head.
いいぜ、気が変わった。ちょっと話聞いてけ、遠野。
Good shit. Damn.
いや、違うな。俺が話を聞きたいのか。まあいい、どっちも同じだ。
Mario
trudges over to the bench. Taking a deep breath, I follow suit. To tell the truth, I want to go after Arcueid right away. But I realize deep inside that doing so wouldn't solve anything. I get the feeling that this boy definitely knows what I should be doing from here on.
代行私もですかっていうか、座って休んでいいですか
死ね、ブータ。てめえ俺の後ろで SP だろうが。ベンチに座んのは俺だけだ。遠野はそこまで気を許しちゃいねえからな。どうせそこで立ちんぼうだろ。
He saw right through me. Just like Noel, this boy doesn't seem to fall under any definition of normal.
じゃあまあ、こっちから確認だな。俺たちのことはどこまで聞いている？
吸血鬼退治の専門家だろ。アルクエイドは聖堂教会の代行者だと言っていた。
そうか。それだけ知ってりゃ十分だ。説明が省ける。俺は親父の代わりに派遣された新人でな。実のところ、この国の事情はまだ半分ってところだ。そこの三下は俺より早く調査していたがな。ただし独断。俺じゃなかったら師匠だけでなくてめえも更迭されてたからな、ブータ。感謝しろよ。
はーい、感謝しています。お坊ちゃん大好きです。
Wow. Mario-kun.
I can't take Mario seriously without thinking of...
Super Mario.
She just clicked her tongue behind your back.
俺たちの仕事は吸血鬼掃除だ。ただし標的は真相。アルクエイドじゃねえ。厄介な競争相手だが、あれと正面からやり合うほど万有じゃねえからな。
She's an Onishotakon. Oh no.
My phone, what do you mean?
姫様が追っている吸血鬼が何者なのか、何か聞いてるか？
Mario's tone has changed ever so slightly. Oh no.
Do I have to tell him about Michael?
It seems like there's more to this question than he's letting on. But I can't read what his true intentions are. I'll just have to play along for now.
ロアって名前ぐらいは。
Oh, you know it's Michael Roa.
もう何年も前からこの町に潜んでいるんだろう。
それだけしか姫様は口にしなかったわけか。こりゃ二重の意味で外れだな。遠野も知らないし、真相も知らない。それであの瞑想っぷりかよ。ったく、真相に何があったんだ。精度が低いにも程がある。隕石でも落ちてきたか？
いや、それはきっと俺が。
Murdered her. I leave that part off.
まあいい。もう一体大物が来てたって報告もあるしな。眉唾だったんで後回しにしてたが、調査対象に挙げておくか。よし、確認はこれで済みだ。ここからは本題。てめえを呼び止めた理由。てめえが殺したがってる敵の話をしてやるよ。
司祭代行、それは。
In the background, Noel Sensei has become visibly flustered. It seems that this is highly classified information. Of course, this is intel that I desperately want. Right now, I'm still clueless about what kind of vampire Arcueid's enemy is.
俺は助かるけど。いいのか、そんな話をして。
よくはねえ、機密事項だ。だがまあ、遠野は当事者だし、異教徒はともかく、無神論者は厚く遇するのが信条でね、いずれ大事な資金源になる。
その発言は競技に戻ります。警告。
黙ってろ。肝心な部分はモザイク入れるよ。じゃあまあ、姫君の稀なる協力者にレクチャーといきますか。なあ、遠野。敵は古いタイプの吸血鬼だと言ったな。ってことは、奴らが不完全な不老不死だってことも聞いているな。
聞いている。使徒は人間の血を吸わなくちゃ体が保てない。けど、 逆に人間の血を吸っている分にはずっと老いずに生きていられる。
そうだけどさ、それって結局不老不死とは言えねえよな。不老不死ってのは完全のイメージだろ。人間程度の血がなくちゃ生きていけない。血を飲まないと体が崩れていく生き物なんざ完全には程遠い。むしろ人間以下だろ。
それは
That seems like splitting hairs, but he's not wrong. There's no doubt that vampires outclass humans, but if they can't live without sucking blood, then what makes them different from any other living creature?
確かに、どんな外的要因であれ死んでしまうのなら、それは不老不死とは呼べないよな。
なんだトーナ、話が早いな。隣座るか。有能なやつは好きだぞ俺。
結構だよ。けどそれがどうしたんだよ。欠点はあれ、吸血鬼は限りなく、人間の血がある限り不老不死なのは変わらない。こんな不老不死の定義がアルクエイドの敵についての話なのか。
ああ、ちょいと遠回りだがな。もうちっと我慢しろ。とにかく死とと区別される吸血鬼の不老不死は不安定なものなんだよ。奴らの場合、単純に寿命が人間の数倍になったということだけだからな。
単純にって、あいつら寿命だけじゃなくて力とかも人間離れしてるだろ。
ああ、そこだ。使徒の固有能力は奴らが人間だった頃に手に入れたものをそのまま何百年と成長させたスキルに過ぎない。奴らは自身が学んだものを吸血鬼になっても学び続け、結果としてそれが原理になっただけだ。
原理？
その使徒の命題、生きる目的、死ねない呪い、真の不老不死に至る唯一の道、これを原理結界、イデアブラッドと奴らは呼んでいる。ま、一生かけても終わらない夏休みの宿題とでも思っとけ。この原理のため、使徒たちはそれぞれ全く別の目的で活動する。学んでいたものが一人一人違うからな。でだ、そんな使徒たちの中に真剣に不老不死を学んでいやがるクソ野郎がいやがった。
不老不死になったのに不老不死を研究していたっていうことか。
ああ、使徒たちは吸血鬼になった時点でそれが人の身での不老不死の頂点だと自覚する。だがな、そいつはむしろ対価だと感じたらしい。こんな不完全なものはいらない。自分はもっと完全な不老不死を作り上げるなんてな。だが形がある以上滅びは必然だ。時間の圧迫、細胞の摩耗、魂の型落ちはいかなる存在にも例外はない。生命は生まれ出た時点で死を内包している。自分がここにある以上、たとえ年を取らない肉体を持ってしまっても存在の死から逃れることはできない。死から逃れるということは死ぬということだ。この絶対の矛盾はどうしても解決できない問題だ。
そうだな。死は誰にだってある。ない奴がいるとしたら、それは
It would be someone for whom death had never existed. Even Arcueid had signs of death during the day. It shouldn't be possible for there to be someone who can't die.
ああ、存在の死からは逃れられない。そこでな、そいつは寿命を延ばす方法ではなく、死んだ後も自己が存在し続ける方法に目をつけた。それこそが不老不死だと開眼しやがったのさ。うちの競技にはねえが、輪廻転生ってやつだな。今の自分が死んでも自分を保存できたままで新しい人間としてやり直すことができれば、それは死を先駆けている。最も消滅していない時点で死とは言えない。死の先を行く というのは言い過ぎか。
輪廻転生って、つまり今の体が終わったらまた胎児からやり直す。
そうだ。そいつは存命している間、次の自分の肉体をあらかじめ決めておき、その赤子が誕生した時点で自分の全情報を移植する。そいつの情報はその赤子が成人ないし自己としての知性を持つまで影を潜める。そして自分を引き継ぐにふさわしい知性が育まれた段階で、その赤子はそいつになっちまうのさ。
ちょっと待ってくれ。それって何か？まさか赤ちゃんが母親の中にいる時に手術をするのか？
いや、医学的な手段じゃない。そいつは今の肉体が滅ぼされた瞬間にあらかじめ決めておいた体に転生する。要は複写だな。さっきは全情報と言ったが、要するに電波みたいなもんだ。この場合、電波を発信するのも受信するのも人間の脳になる。そいつの優れたところはな、魂なんていう計測不能にして肉体という器がなければ無産してしまうものを伝達可能なものとして加工したことだろうよ。
Leaving aside whether something like that is truly possible or not, with that logic, that guy is born as a human, gets raised as one, and then one day a switch is flipped and becomes someone else entirely. A vampire. That is...
マリオ。つまりそいつが。
ああ、そういうことだ。
Huh.
俺たち聖堂教会と神祖の姫様が追っている吸血鬼。かつての名をミハイル・ロア・バルダムヨン。今は赤社の蛇とも転生無限者とも言われる使徒だ。蛇は無限や循環のシンボルだからな。脱皮して新しい体になるってのはこいつにはぴったりの俗称だ。
それがアルクエイドの敵。
Reincarnating vampire. Hearing those words sends chills through my body. But at long last I understand the true nature of the enemy that Arcueid was loath to speak of.
しかし、ここからが問題でね。姫様はもともと吸血鬼を殺すための装置だったんだが、ロアが現れてからは奴だけを執拗に追いかけるようになっちまった。ロアが今まで転生した回数は16回。そのことごとくを神祖は消滅させている。
ことごとく消滅させてるって。でもそいつは死んでもまた生まれてくるんだろ。
そうだ。ロアは神祖に殺され、その度に転生し、また神祖に殺される。そんな繰り返しをもうずっと続けてきた。その年数、実に800年。あの姫様に相手の肉体ではなく、その意味を消滅させられるような力があれば、あんなクソ野郎をのさばらせることもなかったんだがな。
Mario's words are dripping with hate. Maybe it's just my imagination, but it seems like he's got some beef with Roa too.
話はこれで終わりか。なら。
待てよ、トーノ。ここまでのはサービスだ。いい知らせと悪い知らせ、どっちから聞くってやつだ。もちろん、ここまでのはお前にとっていいニュース。ためになっただろ。
ああ。ロアってやつの情報は感謝してる。けど。
For some reason, I get the feeling that I mustn't hear what he's about to say next.
あとちょっとだ。観念して聞いていけ。ロアの厄介なところは、その発見が極めて困難なことだ。何しろれっきとした人間の子供として生まれ、人間の両親がいるんだからな。ロアが吸血鬼として肉体と意識を変貌させるのは、ロアが満足に活動できる年になってからだ。
Are you going to say that I'm Roa?
そのため、
No.
その人間は 吸血鬼としての片鱗を全く見せない。そのくせロアとして目覚めれば、今まで培った人間関係を利用して完全に社会に溶け込みやがる。教会が異変に気がついた時はすでに手遅れ。一つの町がそのまま使徒になった後なんだとさ。
I don't know what to say. What he said was awful. I felt afraid just listening to him.
どうしたトーノ、顔青いぞ。
いや、おかしいだろそれ。よくわからないけど、その話はおかしい。生まれた時は人間なんだろう。ならいくら前世の人格とやらが目覚めても体は人間のままなんじゃないか。
残念ながらの転生するのは人格ではなく魂だからな。一度神祖に血を吸われた人間はその肉体のみならず魂まで汚染される。ロアは魂という情報すべてを次の自分に引き継がせる。たとえ人間であろうと、ロアが目覚めた時点で肉体も吸血鬼に変貌する。
だがなんだよ。
Wait one second. Okay.
トーノの言う通り、それではちょいとばかり弱い。転生先の肉体が平凡なものなら、その代のロアは無能な吸血鬼になっちまうからな。だからロアは生きているうちに転生先を決定しておく。転生先に選ばれる条件は2つ。1つは富豪であること。社会的地位も高く、財産も豊かな家の子供として生まれれば、町すべてを吸血鬼化させるのに便利だからな。そしてもう1つ、これが肝なんだが、人間の中にも特別な力を持つ輩がいる。
Wow, I fit those criteria. That is so crazy, Mario. What are you gonna tell me?
魔術のような学んで習得する神秘ではなく、生まれついてその肉体が持ってしまう特異能力。一般に超能力者、鬼ごと差別されるもの。特異能力ってのは肉体的なものだからな。家系、血筋で遺伝する。ロアは自分の新しい肉体にそういった人間ではないものの家系を選ぶって話だ。富と名声があり、その裏で人間以上の力を持つ家系。それが転生先に選ばれる条件ってわけなんだが。
Oh no. Is it me or Akira?
理解してくれたか、トーノシキ君。
I feel faint. Mario's lips are curled in a grin. Raul stares at me coldly. There's only one family in this city that meets those criteria. Beep. I hear a hoarse noise. Hoarse noise is coming from me.
何言ってるんだお前。俺かアキハ、どちらかが吸血鬼だっていうのか。
いえ、今回の転生先は男子です。それは証言が取れています。今回のロアは時野家の長男に間違いはありません。
I don't understand. I don't understand a single thing that she's talking about. Is she saying that I'm Arcueid's enemy? That can't possibly be true. If it were, why wouldn't Arcueid have killed me already?
そりゃロアの意識が出るまでそいつは人間だからだよ。だがまあどうにも風向きが違うな。そこの三子との報告は間違いだ。お前はロアの転生先じゃない。赤社の蛇は別の人間だ。
Is it? Because there was a third person in the family that no one will speak about.
Was it them?
はい。
Wait, hold on a minute. You went through that whole elaborate explanation and now he's saying that it's not me?
はあ？私たちの報告書ちゃんと読んでるのかこの砂利ガキ。調査に何日かけたと思ってるのよ。もう 100% 間違いなく当の式がロアなのに。
100% だ。なら前提が間違えてんだよこのお布施泥棒が。俺は悪名高き人間使い ラウレンティス騎卿の秘蔵っ子だぞ。人を見る目だけはてめえにも、てめえの師匠にも負けてねえ。何のために事情聴取したと思ってんだ。10分も話せば人となりも、その心理も読み取れる。
Oh.
こいつは、まあ、まっとうにイカれてるが、同じくらいまっとうな人間だ。吸血鬼の魂がプリントされた人間に、こんな情けねえ反応はできねえよ。
You mean this long conversation was his way of determining whether or not I was Roa? Well, I'm glad that he doesn't find me suspicious anymore, but I'm only getting more confused about the boy's character.
つまりどういう。
俺たちにてめえをどうにかする権利はねえってことだ。
Oh.
けどまあ、全くの無駄話でもない。ロアはお前の関係者であることは動かねえしな。
The young boy shrugs his shoulders in disappointment and gets up from the bench. His manner suggests that he no longer has any interest in me or my fate.
ああ、どうしたさっさと行け。人の恋路の邪魔をして悪かったな。あの吸血鬼を追うんだろう。今のシンスは血に飢えた破壊衝動の塊だが、理性ぐらいは残っている。自殺なんざおすすめできねえが、ま、止めるのも野暮だしな。
重ねて本気ですか、死体代行。みすみす吸血鬼の餌食を増やすなって。仮に彼がロアではないのなら、それこそ保護すべきでしょう。あなたもあなたよ。さっき噛まれかけたくせに、まだあの怪物の本性がわからないの？
Noelle blocks my path, her hostility plain to see. She must have her reasons for being so opposed to vampires. But whatever they are, I don't care to know them. Just as she has her own unyielding beliefs, I have a person I need to catch up to, no matter what.
そっちこそいい加減にしてくれ。さっきのはただの冗談だったんだ。あいつは血を吸わない。
人を殺していないから善人ですって。笑わせないで。吸血鬼は人間にとってなんであれ悪なのよ。いえ、人間でありたいと思うなら、あの枠組み自体を悪と区別しなくちゃいけない。それができない人間に人としての権利はないわ。人でないのなら私の排除対象です。よく考えて答えなさい。あなたはこれからどこに向かう？
She don't suck blood, she suck pee-pee. Shiki probably. Please.
Her voice presses me to choose between life and death. If I say that I'm going after Arcueid, this woman will actually try to cut my head off. I'll... Uh-oh. Oh, fuck.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh, spaghetti.
Make no excuses and ready my knife. Go after Arcueid. Make no excuses and ready my knife.
やめとけノエル。無駄な体力使うな。だいたいお前の技量じゃそのガキは殺せねえぞ。返り討ちに遭うのがオチだ。
はあ？なんで？
なんでって、そろそろピアノの影響が出る頃だからだよ。お前ね、あの姫様と打ち合ったんだぞ。1ヶ月は手足に力が入らねえから。
Uh-oh.
何よこれ、体中がビリビリするんですけど。
The habit-wearing Miss Noelle yields as spontaneously as before. This time, she somersaults noisily into the ground.
あとはそっちの問題だ。ノエルの発言は気にすることはねえが。まあ、帰れるうちに帰っておくのが人間らしい知恵ってやつだ。何もかもなかったことにできるのは、これが最後のチャンスかもな。
Without answering, I leave the park behind. I can't afford to waste any more time. I rush into the city to chase after Arcueid. Second. Uh-oh.
My tracker about to die.
And my eyes are closed. Oh no.
There we go. Time to charge tracker. Bam, bam, boom, bam, boom. Move myself down. Do that, do that, do. Okay.
I run at random through the city. I can't spot Arcueid anywhere. The city's too big and I have no clues to go on. I don't have the time to run around checking every corner. I need to narrow down the search area. That woman sticks out like a sore thumb. If I'm in the same neighborhood as her, I'll be able to spot her from a mile away. I'll bet everything on my best guess as to her whereabouts. If I were her, I would go... Where would I go? Shit. Do I know Arcueid? I would go back to apartment. I would go to a downtown alley.
I would go back to the school? Question mark. Yes.
Back to the school. Well, I'm guessing maybe she was like,
wow, memories of Shiki here. I don't know.
With the conversation we had at sunset weighing on my mind, I returned to the school. In hindsight, Arcueid was acting a little strange the last time we were here. Compared to everything else that's happened today, this school's building seems so insignificant. Nobody hangs around by the school at night. It might just be the perfect place to be alone. There are no signs of people. Not even a single sound can be heard. The lights are turned off and the school building is as silent as the grave.
いや、何か。
And yet, I can feel something is there in the building. The scent carried by the wind brushes across my neck, sending a shiver down my spine.
入るぞ。シキ。
It would be a waste of time to hesitate. I enter the school building through the window where I cut the line earlier. There's no one on the first floor. I feel pins and needles on the back of my neck. I go up to the second floor. There's no one here. There's no one here. There's no one here. However, there's something slimy on my back. I feel the touch of something weighing on me. Cold but soft, like the belly of a snake.
誰だ!
I whirl around. I'm there. A piercing sound. The next moment, my chest is cut open. Blood flows out. The scar on my chest reopens. Suddenly a knife pierces my chest from behind, penetrating me like a stake driving through a vampire's chest.
Who the hell is that?
Slapping my body falls to the ground. I don't understand. My consciousness fades. At the very last moment, the scene of some distant summer's day flashes before my eyes.
Gosh darn it! Well. Teach me, Shell Sensei. Mm.
そろそろ突発死にも慣れてきた頃でしょうか。
Maybe.
最善を尽くしたものの、あえなく死亡した遠野くんのための救済コーナー。教えて、シエル先生。今回も張り切って開始です。
と言ってもこれよくある死亡3択じゃん。1個前の選択肢に戻ってやり直すだけじゃん。救済コーナーっていうのは死ぬ前に助けてあげるもんじゃん。今さら気づいちゃったんだ。メガネがどうやって即死するのかを見て私らが寸評するだけのコーナーでは。
Yes.
そ
そうですけど、それが何か？だいたい痛くなくては覚えませんよね。
スパルタ通り越したドイツだった。
さて、今回の原因は夜の学校に遠野くん一人で入ってしまったことですね。頼れる先輩がいるでもなし、今のアルクエイドが無人の場所に行くはずもなし。一つ前の選択肢に戻って、もっと血生臭い場所を選ぶと良いでしょう。
今のって言った？シエル、あの完璧なヒロインが可愛いした理由知ってんの？スタミナ溢れそうだから慌てて家に帰ったとかじゃなく？
そう、私には何とも。まあ、自分が吸血鬼であることを自覚したんじゃないですか？今更ですけど。ほら、死者たちのガレージで暴れていた時から我慢できなくなっていたようですし。
マジかよ、そんな前から可愛いだったとか、もうシエルに勝ち目なくない？大丈夫？インド帰る？
インドは地元でも何でもありません。それより自分のルートだからってあまり調子に乗らないことですね。即死するのは即死が似合うキュートな遠野くんだけではありません。
今似合うって言った？
物語が続く以上、誰であれ退場する可能性はあります。アルク
ここから負ける可能性とかあるわけないじゃん。あとはこのまま感動のエンディングでしょ。こんなん生まれたばかりのミゲでも上がるし。
ほほう。ではもしそうならない場合があるとしたら、
にゃにゃ煮干し、いや次のルートのヒロインの座をかけてもいいぜ。ちょっと待って、今なんか嫌な音しなかった？
現地も取りましたし、今回はこの辺で。以上、さよなら猫アルク先生の
おいやめろ、その笑顔怖い。貴様本当にヒロインか
Thank you, Shiel Sensei.
Okay. Load. I think we have to go to the apartment.
Back
To my apartment? In my apartment? Downtown back alley seems like such a wrong choice, but...
let's try.
The downtown area. I have no proof, but I have a feeling that she would choose the dark parts of the city. She looked like she was in so much pain. So I thought maybe she would soar away to a place where she wouldn't find anyone. A place where no one would go.
Hey, baby, what you doing this?
It wouldn't be her room. If she truly wanted to run away, she wouldn't return to her own place until everything was over. But that doesn't narrow it down enough. If I want to add at least some level of accuracy to this guess, then I have no other method than this. I take off my glasses. I drown myself in death. The pulsating lines cover every building in the city, every person in the crowds. I suppress the urge to throw up at the ghastly sight.
これが何の足しになるかわからないけど。
Arcueid is a creature of very little death. In this world that's brimming with death, she alone is nearly unmarked by those lines. Given that, if I cast my eyes over the city like this, searching for places without any lines, I can give chase without the risk of missing her. It's a half-baked strategy, but it's all I've got.
Uh-oh. 1 second. What? Okay.
Pain rips through me. I try to take in the overall picture without focusing too much on each individual line. According to her, this pain puts a burden on my brain. She's in pain, pick up, please. I can't let my eyes be exposed for too long.
やっぱり大通りにはいないな。
The people walking around the business district all have the usual number of lines. I don't spot any people smeared head to toe in them, as I had before. I massage my temples with my fingers. My headache will continue getting stronger as long as I have my glasses off. But even so, holding on to the sliver of hope that she's somewhere near, I press on, eyes wide open. It's okay. It'll get a little easier from here. If I enter the empty back alleys, I'll have far fewer lines to contend with. That's why I must quickly head to the dark underbelly of this city. Within that darkness, where even the light of the moon can't reach, it should be easy to spot her white figure.
Need hydration.
The exhaustion from all this running combined with my headache makes me want to throw up. When I place my hand on my forehead, it's immediately clear I'm running a severe fever. I don't need a thermometer to tell my temperature is through the roof. Even back when I caught a bad cold and was running a fever of almost 40 degrees, my palm didn't feel this hot.
でもここで
This marks the final destination of my search. Just up ahead is the back alley where I first spoke with her. If she isn't here, then that means my guess was wrong.
Is she here? Fuck.
The moment I step inside, I feel a chill. A chill strong enough to cool even the 40-degree fever in my head. I see something strange. Deep within the darkness, sparks are scattering wildly through the air. No, to be more precise, a great number of lines are swarming together, bursting and disappearing.
まさかあいつ
Those swarming lines of death belong to the dead. If they're being extinguished, then that means...
あんな体で一人で戦ってるのか
My fatigue, my headache, my stupidity, even the chills from earlier become a thing of the past. I push open the rusty iron gate and slip into the dark passage. The entrance of the back alley. A thin path between buildings. The spray from each of those deaths forms a muddy stream. No fewer than 100 brutal dissections. It's strange. I'm familiar with the layout of this area. There's not enough space for 100 dead to fit inside. That's why the scene unfolding before me must be a single body ripped apart into dozens of pieces. I don't know. I don't think about what this all means. The thing that I can't stand is the sound of my spine grating every time I take another step down this path. My instinct rasps like a saw against my brainstem. Stop. Don't go. Turn back. What lies ahead is not the thing you've seen in your dreams. I already know that. I won't turn back. I won't leave Arcueid alone. If I were to run away, that woman will get herself killed. Unable to shake that dire premonition, I drag myself 1 foot at a time towards that blind spot laced with death. Inside, not a single dead remains in one piece. My consciousness freezes. The scene assaults my eyes. The ground is awash in red effluent. Only scraps of the dead remain. Faceless, arms crushed, guts spilled, senselessly ravaged beyond all recognition. Oh. I'm rendered speechless by the suffocating stench of blood and the chilling air of death run rampant. The walls, the floors, no doubt even the moon high above. Everything here is red. I hear a thick splattering sound. With her hand, she annihilates the scribble-covered human figure. Perhaps it's... human figure. Perhaps it's the final one. With a single hand, casually without mercy, as though squashing an insect. The dead's head is grabbed by an invisible hand and crushed midair, splattering its blood and spinal fluid onto the wall like paint. Just having a snack? No! A world where even the moon is red. Arcueid stands at the center of it all. He doesn't notice my presence. He simply looks up at the moon, heavily breathing in and out, as if in a trance. I can't call out to her. The grating of my spine has reached its peak. It's as if that saw has already severed my brainstem. My consciousness is screaming at me. It's telling me that being here is a mistake. It shouts that I don't want to die yet. Uh-oh. But it's all too late. Being neither white nor red, I am a foreign object in this space. The white figure turns around. She glares at me with a single eye like a demon. Such a dazzling golden eye. It's not that our eyes meet. I just happen to look into that eye. That alone is enough to set my blood coursing and wipe away my higher brain functions.
Don't tell me I die again!
The first thing that I feel is pure survival instinct. I mustn't be here. I mustn't look at that thing. I mustn't be known. I mustn't be seen. We cannot talk. We cannot coexist. We cannot reach a conclusion. I cannot fight. I cannot escape. I do not stand a chance. In short, no matter what I do, you cannot be saved. Oh, that's right. That creature is on a whole other level. It's not that she's of a higher or lower class. It's that she's on a completely different scale. It's too different. It's too different. It's too different. That's why all the blood vessels in my body swell. First comes the fear. But after it follows an almost rapturous urge to kill. A flash of lightning from a blue sky. A clear solution never before seen in the history of mankind. My cells rejoice at the arrival of enlightenment, on par with that of the Buddha. It's kind of mean calling his wife a creature.
It'd be like that.
Why? Because that thing is something that mustn't exist. For us, that thing is unnecessary.
They start calling her a thing, bro.
That's why I'll kill it. Kill it now. Right here. Immediately. I'll give in to my racing blood and expel that thing. Oh no. My heart leaps. Even though I know I cannot win, my entire body rumbles, telling me to kill her. Such contradiction. Is it saying that if I don't want to die, then I should kill? Is it saying that I should kill even if I'll die? Is there nothing in my head other than murder? I can't. My old self isn't even present. That eye. I mustn't look into that golden eye. There's no way I can do it. I can't pull myself away from that woman's eye. My blood is boiling. I can't stand against this reaching current. However, there's something that's trying to break through my shell of reason. Why do I want to kill her? Is it because I don't want to die? So I'm gonna kill her before she can kill me? It's so hilarious that I might die laughing. This really is the ultimate form of stupidity. There's no need for a reason to kill. Be honest with yourself, Tonoshiki. A long time ago, you, that woman... No, I'm the one who should be shutting up. That's exactly right. I simply wanted that woman. I wanted Arcueid. That's all there was to it. From the very moment I saw her, I understood that fact so well that I wanted to vomit. That's right. Every part of me wants her. Even my mind, my body, my tears, my saliva. My blood, my flesh, my lust, and my impatience. My breathing is going mad. I can barely stay conscious. Golden eyes swaying in the dark. This is something that killing alone won't satisfy.
Shiki.
The woman's eyes return to red. But at this point, it's far too late.
Oh!
I hear a muffled scream. I don't care. I hold the knife in my hand and press myself against the woman's body. There's no strength left in her. Pinning her down is easy. I straddle her, wrap one arm around her neck, and with the other, raise the knife high in the air. All that remains now is to plunge it down between her breasts in one blow.
落ち着いてシキ。その目はもう使っちゃダメ。
Uh-oh.
I hear the woman's voice. The contents of my head are simmering away. Shut up. I tighten my arm around her neck. The woman clenches her jaw in pain. I can't believe this. Even though she has such an incredibly powerful light form, right now she can't even shake off my arm.
Uh-oh.
Still desperately fighting for breath, the woman gasped those words.
Oh, don't.
My frenzied blood makes my heart pound. My breathing...
Oh, no, that's breathing. Fuck, not laughing. Shit.
My breathing goes haywire. My vision won't work properly. It's as if my body is turned into lava. It's so scorching, so hot that I won't be released from this pain immediately. I shift my body. I slide my hips over the woman's abdomen. I spread...
A crime?
I spread Arcueid's legs and lower my body through the gap.
Shiki, what are you doing?
She looks back at me uneasily. Her gaze only makes my breath bubble more furiously. I'm turgid. I feel like I'm in a trance. Every cell in my body rejoices. This is the moment I was born for. If I
Shiki, stop!
If I don't bleep this woman at once, I'll definitely go mad.
Oh, God.
Her flushed cheeks, her tender neck. Beneath me is the body of a woman, nothing more and nothing less.
Shiki, you're going crazy. Put your glasses on, please.
I can feel her pulse. Golden, those eyes that seem to ensnare my very soul. I let go of her neck with my arm. I lay my hand on the woman's breasts. I touch her body, I touch her legs. I crawl my fingers across her white belly and feel the warmth of her flesh.
Oh, God. Shiki, what are you doing? Oh, no. Oh, no. Well.
This.
違うよ。
Oh, that's a...
こんなの式じゃない。
Oh no. Feverish voice. Beating red eyes. With that, I completely lose all control of my thoughts. I hear her whimper as she tries to conceal her shame.
Oh, God! Shiki, no!
The woman desperately tries to push me away with her hands. I seize both of those arms. I pin them to the ground so that she can't move. Perhaps it would be easier if I had some nails. With her hands pinned down like this, she looks like a crucified sacrifice. Oh god. Shiki, no. Put your glasses on and stop this madness. Oh my god. Her eyes glare back at the man on top of her, filled with disgust and obvious misery. Her appearance is far too alluring. I can't use my arms either. If I let go, this woman will no doubt cut off my head. I crack a smile under the pressure. Rather than violating her on the spot, a struggle to the death is far more appropriate for animals like us. Oh god.
やめないと後悔する。
With one arm, I grab onto her beautiful white throat. My mouth is the only thing I have left free. I sink my teeth into... Oh god, no! Shiki, no! Trigger won't... This is very adult, and, She continues to mount a feeble resistance even as her body twitches. The heavy breaths of a man heavy breaths of a man trace across the woman's abdomen. Oh god. Shiki, no, stop. What are you doing, Shiki? No! The woman must be sensitive, as that alone is enough to make her squirm. I push her clothes out of the way, dragging... Oh god! No! Shiki! Stop! What the fuck? Oh. No! I push her clothes out of the way, dragging my tongue across her white skin. Shiki, no! No! Suddenly I realize that I'm hungry. You picked Ali. I don't know if this is meant to happen or what's happening. That's right. My stomach is always empty. I'm always hungry. I drool from the appetite that I've never had until now. I won't put strength into her arms, but my appetite is stronger. Right. What am I so hesitant about? This is no different to the meal earlier. Oh. Only then I was the one being eaten. This time I am the one doing the eating. I am the one who eats! Man. There may be different life forms, but the way we do things as living organisms is exactly the same. We're sucking blood at the park. The foolish urges I feel now. You're comparing this to hamburgers? The hamburgers we ate this afternoon, they're all the same. You eat because it's necessary. You eat because it's fun. You eat because you want to. You crave each other because you love each other. That's all there is to it. That's all you need as an animal. Resistance is inevitable. Want me never to accept hamburgers from me? No! Oh god. Oh, Shiki, no! Oh, I'm gonna slowly bounce up and down. Oh, fuck. This is not good. Oh, fuck. Twitch is fine. There's nothing here. It is... My shape is splendid, solid proof that she's a woman. With that, I dig my teeth into one of them. Oh, Shiki, no! No! The woman lets out a yelp. She twitches, arguing her... Ah! Back like a drawn bow. It makes no difference. I'm so uncomfortable right now, oh my god. I don't like this. I don't like this. I sink my teeth in further, stopping just short of biting it off to run my tongue over it, relishing in the taste. This one goes to waving the opposite back. And then there's the two just vibing like, yep, oh yeah. Oh god. Poor Arcueid. The woman's body's temperature is rising. There's no trace left of the coldness from earlier. The woman desperately stifles her voice as though she's embarrassed by it.
こんなことして後で
A pitiful voice. My consciousness begins to slip away. Even though I abandon all reason and thought, I'm still losing sight of who I really am.
メって
Oh,
絶対こんなの許さないか
this is false. A sorrowful voice. I don't know what it means. I can't hear something like that. I raise my knife. My eyes become clouded with vermilion red. I'm imbued with the same murderous intent I'd been on the receiving end of before. I can't stop my own body.
シキお願い
Oh no. No! A mournful voice. Tears flowing from her eyes.
違うよシキは
It
私のこと好きじゃないのに
A headache courses through me. My instincts shout at me to keep going. If I stop here, I'll lose my life. My heart races knowing that if I don't hold this woman down, she'll definitely come for my head in the future. But she's crying. That woman who always kept on earnestly smiling no matter what is crying. I don't believe it. I won't allow it. If it was me, I would never have made her cry. A headache courses through me. It screams at me to get on with it. My consciousness becomes blurred with conflicting impulses. I ask myself one last time what I want to do.
You're making me choose?
Why would I... No, stop, no. Who the fuck would choose the first one? No! Can't get myself to hate her. Yeah, this is the correct route. Man! I mean, I guess there's a reason why this is rated very adult. Was it Seruzi? I think so. I can't do anything that would make Arcueid cry again. The first time I was struck this nightmare of a headache, I ended up killing her. There will not be a second time. Dang. Even if my brain burns out, I will never allow myself to defile Arcueid.
You already did.
I move away from Arcueid. My headache also disappears and my heart returns to normal. The savage emotions I felt are gone and I finally come to realize what I've done.
なんてことを
I can't believe it myself, but the memories remain etched in my mind. Pushing down Arcueid, crushing her neck as I prepare to impale her with my knife, and desiring her skin like a beast. I have no words. Arcueid straightens her clothes and stands up. How can I apologize to her? This is not something that can be forgiven with a mere I'm sorry.
アルクエイド俺は
気にしないで謝らなくちゃいけないのは
Oh, I'm the one who's in the wrong. So what if I have chronic anemia? So what if I get so dizzy I pass out? Neither of those can justify any of this. If I'd been more careful, none of this would have ever happened.
シキは私の真顔を見てしまった抑えることなんてできるはずが
Oh,
な
is
い
that what the mystic eyes do?
吸血鬼の目は未了の魔眼だと言ったでしょ
Mm.
見た人間の気持ちに関係なく
Oh.
自分の虜にする呪いだから気にしないでシキが私に性的欲求を感じたのもその一環
I guess that makes sense.
So it wasn't Shiki, it was the eyeballs. I swear I didn't do it. The eyeballs made me.
直視の魔眼があったのあなたは所詮人間だから
Bruh. Arcueid coldly asserts that it was all because of a curse. But she's wrong. It's true that I went crazy after looking into that golden eye. It was nothing more than a catalyst. At that time, I truly felt from the bottom of my heart that...
身勝手な勘違いはしないで私さっきは正気じゃなかったのどうしようもなく乾いてて自分じゃ解決できなかった だから死者たちを見つけて発散した。
お
公園でのことだって。あと少しで私は式を
That's true.
台無しにする
That's
ところ
true.
だった。
Arcueid's voice chokes up with anguish. Biting her lip in silence, she profusely apologizes to me with her whole body. Seeing her apologize like that hurts my heart. I didn't feel like I was manipulated at all. Rather, it felt like I was indulging my own desires.
アルクエイド、俺は
謝らないで。式、これは事故よ。私も忘れるから、あなたも忘れて。そうした方が、お互いのためになるわ。
With that, she begins to quietly walk away.
あれ
I try to call her name, but I hesitate. The hand I try to reach out and stop her with doesn't move.
怖い思いをさせて、ごめんなさい。さよなら式。私たち、もう会わない方がいいよね。
No!
And so, Arcueid disappears from the alley. Wearing that forced smile all the way to the end, she kicks off just as she has so often before, like a rabbit hopping on the moon.
なんで
Even if I want to chase after her, I can't. Besides, I can't stop her, not the way I am now.
なんでお前が謝るんだよ。
Self-hatred and remorse gnaw away at my heart. On this tragic stage of an alley, I look up at the moon in repentance.
Bruh.
Oh.
Day 11. Scarlet Moon of Crimson 2.
It's morning.
And we start wrapping it up here. Wow.
Wow, day 10 was long.
Oh. Wow. Okay, yeah, I'll save. Save time. Thank you. Thank you.
And with that... There we go.
With that,
We start wrapping it up here.
but yes.
That's a traumatizing it. Yeah, that was fucked.
Man.
Get some space therapy. Oh no. But yes. Thank you everyone for coming. If it is nighttime, you have a wonderful night. If it is morning, you have a brilliant morning. I've been your host, Julius. I'm overheated, and we've been experiencing Tsukihime. This was dog's barking in the background. This was a interesting chapter. Quite traumatizing. Yeah. I apologize. But yes, hope you all had a wonderful time. In regards to next stream, it will be... Tomorrow's Wednesday, yeah. Wednesday, I guess. I'll do something. Or maybe on Thursday.
I'll post on Twitter. I don't know.
But yes, hope you all enjoyed, and I'll see you guys next time.
Goodbye! Wow! Well, wow! There it is. Baba Booey, Arcueid, Chungus.
Oh, poor Arcueid.